Welcome to Fighting Patriot Football via YouTube on JohnCurtisPatriot.com. This year, John Curtis Christian School is celebrating 63 years of excellence and is continuing to build champions for life. Tonight's pregame is sponsored by Proud Yogi's Bears. Walter and Bill and Chris Sanchez, Proud Yogi's Bears, proud sponsors of Fighting Patriot Football. Alongside fellow John Curtis Christian alums Robbie Utzer, Kel Kopecki, Gordon Hebert, Danny Wimprine, I am Kevin Fayard. Tonight, we're at the Shrine on Airline in Metairie, Louisiana, as the John Curtis Christian Patriots take on the Jesuit Blue Jays. The Patriots come into tonight's ballgame with a record of 6 wins and 0 losses all in the season. They are 4-0 in district play. Meanwhile, the Blue Jays have a record of 4 wins, 3 losses for the year, and are 1-3 in district play. Last week, the Patriots beat Brother Martin by a score of 38-24, while the Blue Jays lost to Carr by a score of 41-0. Tonight, the Patriots are the road team here at the Shrine, so they'll be occupying the east sideline, whereas Jesuit will be occupying our normal west sideline. Danny, the Patriots have been on a roll since week one, continuously running for over 200-plus yards a game, averaging about 380 yards on the ground. The defense, I tell you what, compared to last year, they continue to make plays and secure victory when the opportunity presents itself. And as always, the special teams has been solid. Tonight's going to be a real challenge, though. Brother Martin is 1-3 in Jesuit 1-3 in district play. Historically, with Coach Manali, they do play a physical ball game against us, and they do like to run the clock down on the play clock before they snap it. So our opportunities on offense may be limited. So we'll have to take advantage of our opportunities as much as possible to put points on the board. Hopefully, secure victory, go 7-0 for next week's big matchup against Carr, but we can't look too far. Tonight, we got to handle Jesuit here at the Shrine.
Yes, indeed. It's you talk about it, Kevin. It's at this point in the season, it's all about consistency. What is your offense going to give you each and every week? Your defense and special teams. Can you limit the turnovers? Can you get some takeaways? Can you have big explosive plays? And then, of course, like I mentioned all the time, keep guys healthy. So not about who we're playing. It's about who do we want to be, what is the character of our football team, and how are we going to continue through for the rest of the season. Jesuit has always been a tough opponent. We always talk about the Catholic League teams with their physical offensive and defensive line play, controlling the line of scrimmage. So we got to tighten up there on both sides to be able to get after the football and be able to methodically move the ball down the field on offense. I think we've done a very efficient job all over for this entire season, being able to move the ball, throw the ball, run the ball, and then on defense, play very consistent. So tonight, hopefully, it's just a little bit more of that. Like we always say, I'd love to see some big explosive plays on special teams. They don't come as often as they used to with the rules changing, but I'd still love to be able to see our guys block a field goal, block an extra point, huge turning point in a ball game when you could have big momentum swings on special teams, maybe a punt return, a kick return, things like that. Even a big hit, Kevin, you know as well as I do. You have a big hit on kickoff team, it riles up the sidelines. Everybody's ready to rock and roll. So it's good to be back here with you. It's funny, you guys have no idea, but as Kevin's a consummate pro. He already started the broadcast and I wasn't here. I walked in right as I was queued up because Findlay got to give a shout out to their 5th grade volleyball team. They're playing in the little city championship. So I had to leave Trinity. They beat McGee. They beat Country Day, and then they were going to be playing another team for the championship, but I obviously had to roll. So congratulations to them and the young girls on the 5th grade volleyball team for making it to the championship and getting there. But I appreciate you holding it down for me till I got here, and Baylor and Madden took the ride with me, and we just got here. So we appreciate the opportunity to be back up in there in the booth. And Jesuit's always a great game.
Yeah.
You know as well as I do. They're coached well. The Manalis have been classy the whole way through. They've always done a great job at this school, and wasn't so good of a day for them yesterday when they played our 8th grade team. We put a whipping on them, and
good.
It was a good day for the 8th grade team, so I got to give them a shout out as well. They played really well. I was actually at Baylor's game. 6th grade beat Holy Cross's 6th and 7th grade team at Curtis, and then we went over to John Ryan to watch the 8th grade. We got there in the middle of the 3rd quarter, and they were putting it on them. So it was a good job for the 8th grade team as well. But, it's no better than high school football in October, my brother.
Amen. And the weather is perfect. Ideal football weather for us here in South Louisiana. Again, we want to thank Proud Yogi's Bears, Walter, Bill, and Chris Sanchez. Proud Yogi's Bears, proud sponsors of Fighting Patriot Football. Thank you for your support and your friendship. Got to know you guys really well in recent years, and we appreciate you. If you want to interact with Danny and I during the live broadcast, feel free to send a text message, ask us a question, make a comment, We just ask you to put your name and location, and we don't have caller ID on the monitor, but the number is 504-259-7690. Again, 504-259-7690, and already Steve Downey, class of 77, number 87 from Gilbertown, Alabama, checking in. Of course, Jeff Bonet living on the North Shore, checking in from the house, and then Bobby Seafood in the house, Captain Ryan and his family. Happy belated anniversary to you and Steph last week. I hope you all enjoyed your time in Florida.
Yes, sir.
And Caleb Schecksnyder checking in from Starkville, Mississippi. Always good to hear from you, buddy. For all you guys listening, Coach JT is in his 57th year coaching the Patriots. That's incredible.
Unbelievable.
He literally, I asked him this several years back. I said, do you remember the first, the day? He said, yeah, it was August 15th, 1969. That's literally 3.5 weeks after we put 4 guys on the moon. July 20th of 69 is when he had to put it in perspective. So, of course, I'm born in 71. You're born in 81, right? So, and always see the black and white pictures of the moon. So that just seems foreign to us. That's when he started coaching. Kind of like today's players. I played in the 80s. You played in the 90s. To them, that's foreign to these kids because they don't understand the time depth, distance. So
no doubt
it's crazy. But anyway, Coach JT, 57th season. He's got a record of 636 wins, 86 losses, and 6 ties. For y'all those who are interested, the overall series between the Patriots and the Blue Jays, the Patriots lead the all-time series 11 wins to 4. Unfortunately, last year, if you remember, right here at the Shrine, the Jesuit got us 17-10. We were up 17-3 in that, 10-3 in that ball game, and then due to the turnovers, they scored a couple touchdowns in the second half and got one late in the game and secured victory. So I think tonight's a little bit of payback from last year.
Well, here's the biggest thing, and I said it early. It's not about them. It's about us. It's about us being who we are, who we're coached to be. And that's when you look out right throughout the 4 quarters. If you're a coach and you look out what you want to do, forget personnel, forget athleticism on where you're at with that. Are they doing what you ask them to do? And then athleticism will take over and you'll win games.
Hey, let's toss it to Coach JT and Gordon and the boys behind the run-through.
Okay, hey, set the tone right off the bat now. Let's get on that side up, loosen up, and let's get back and put the wood to it. Go get him!
And here come your Fighting Patriots at John Curtis Christian School. The Patriots are occupying the east sideline today for the first time here at the Shrine. We've always been the home team. The Patriots wearing their traditional white helmets, white road jerseys, and white pants. And they are entering the field from the south end zone.
It seems funny, Kevin, when they run through from the south side and then they go to the top side of the field because a lot of people.
That's tailgating boys fireworks.
Yep. A lot of people don't realize that we lease the stadium to Jesuit for their home games as well through the Shrine.
Right.
And so it's a great opportunity for us to be able to still play at our home place, but tonight we're not the home team.
That's right.
But we got some home fireworks going on.
Oh,
you guys can hear them and see them. It's nice.
The tailgating boys lighting it up there behind the old Gator pool, right? What do you call that?
The Gator Den,
the Gator Den, there you go. Quick shout out to Donald, Nicole, and Gabby calling in from Oxford, Mississippi. Good to hear from you guys. Thanks y'all for being loyal listeners.
Well, most people were used to seeing Zephyr's fireworks. Remember on a Friday night?
That's right.
No, my mom, she would call me, and I'd call my mom years ago, and I'm like, what are y'all doing tonight? She's like, I'm sitting on the back porch watching Zephyr's fireworks.
Yeah.
So hopefully they're watching tonight, and some people saw that and said, hey, was Zephyr's back doing that again? No, it's the Patriots.
There were times I would forget that the Zephyrs would be home. And I hear something going on. I'm like, who is shooting a gun outside?
What the heck is out? Yeah.
And I'll walk outside the house, and I don't see anything, and I realize, it's Zephyr Stadium.
Pretty cool.
We're only 3 miles away, so it's not far. But
appreciate those guys doing that. It just adds to the atmosphere of a Friday night here at the Shrine. So appreciate those guys for pitching in and getting that done. It was definitely cool for those kids to see.
Absolutely. Now, this is the fourth of 4 consecutive road trips for the Patriots. The previous three, if you remember, we played at Ted Gormley, Warren Easton, Holy Cross, and then Brother Martin. Here's the fourth one, playing Jesuit. And speaking of, the Blue Jays are taking the field here on the west sideline, wearing their white helmets, home blue jerseys, and blue pants. We will be back here next Friday, Halloween, against Carr, and then Friday the 7th of November against St. Aug. But those will be home games. Senior night next week on Halloween night, and then homecoming will be the game against St. Aug on November 7th. So we encourage, if you're local, come out support the Patriots, especially next week. No matter what happens tonight, that's going to be a big game. And it'll be some good football.
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's those are the type of games you're kind of, looking forward, right? And which is something you should never do in sports. But looking forward to, like, let's say, in the summer, right? Like, you get those matchups. I remember doing it in college and high school, and you get those matchups and you say, man, ooh, I'm marking that one off.
Right.
Like, that's going to be a little extra, even though, you tell yourself, look, I'm giving 100% no matter every day, every play, wherever. But there's always some that you keep an eye on and you're ready for. And if you're not ready for next week, then something's wrong with you. You got, hopefully, we get through tonight whipping some butt, and we'll be number 1 and 2 next week.
We're going to pause for the playing of the national anthem.
Grace to know and to carry out your most holy will. Keep these young men on the field safe from injury, teaching them perseverance, teamwork, and respect for their opponents. Keep the rest of us focused on the good of the young men and a spirit of gratitude for your many graces. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
And please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem by the Jesuit Blue Jay Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Joe Kaluga and Mr. Jason Giacomo.
Hey, and welcome back to Fighting Patriot Football via YouTube on JohnCurtisPatriots.com alongside Danny Wimpron and Kevin Fayard. That was the national anthem played by the Jesuit High School Band, and we are moments away from coin toss and opening kickoff. Danny, when you go through summer workouts, it's very hot, and you don't realize how taxing it is on your body until really kind of like through September, because those first few games are still hot and stuff, but for some reason when you get like that middle of October into like November playoff, when it starts getting cool, you get a little extra pep in your step.
Oh, 100%. I think it just feels like football weather. When you think of football, you think into that little cool, brisk air, like you said. It just feels right. Kevin, I don't know. Maybe they had the tailgate, right? Because they don't look like they have a lot of people out here so far in the stands. And I know
might be a casual late crowd.
Yeah, maybe so. But I know it's probably not a rivalry game for them against us, but I would say it would be a big game to play the Patriots. I know it's big for us every week, no matter who we play, but I appreciate all the fans that show up and support for the Patriots each and every week. And, of course, if you're listening to us live on JohnCurtisPatriots.com, thanks again for joining Robbie, Kevin, and I on tonight's broadcast.
The Patriot captains are Martinez, Leday, and Gonsolin, and guess what? Lucky charms for the Patriots. First victory tonight. The Patriots won the opening toss, elected to receive. The Blue Jays will be kicking to the Patriots right to left, so Patriots going left to right, coming our way. Let's go.
I can't forget about Gordon on the sideline as well. Are we going to have our halftime downstairs tonight? Are we going to bring him up? What are we going to do?
I haven't heard from Beefs. I don't know.
You haven't? Okay, I'm going to text him and see what we got. All right. Let me see. Oh, Bubbalicious Barbecue checking in. He said he's over at the smokehouse at the house.
There you go.
We got Donald, Nicole, Gabby calling in from Oxford. Appreciate them listening. Everybody, stay tuned. We're going to bring you some good live action here tonight at the Shrine.
Again, if you want to interact with Danny and I during the live broadcast, the phone number is 504-489-9227. 259-7690. Give us your name and location. Make a comment, ask a question. We'd love to interact with you. Have a little fun during the broadcast.
Yeah, it definitely feels weird with the Patriots on the other sideline. But don't hate it. Anytime you can play at the Shrine, it's going to be a good night.
Yeah.
It's just so convenient for us, and it's a big, beautiful stadium, nice place to play. I think they're going to plan on some renovations after this season.
I believe so.
Supposedly, been waiting, but who knows?
Ethan Cabos to kick it for the Blue Jays. Deep for the Patriots. Near side is going to be Boudreaux. Far side is going to be Horton. And we are moments away from kickoff. Kickoff is deep. We'll carry Boudreaux to the goal line. They're going to say he stepped in the end zone, so automatic touchback. So the Patriots will have it 1st and 10 at their own 20. Only challenge for us because where we are, where the home plate used to be here at Zephyr Stadium, we're the right-handed batter to be on the third baseline, the batter's box. So when the play is opposite field, like we got tonight, it's a little challenging to get the exact numbers, but we'll do the best we can. Patriots go with slot twins to the left. Quick zip to Boudreaux, tries to turn the corner, gets a block, and he's going to get to the 25-yard line, gain of 5.
Yeah, good job of there. I'm not sure what position, but Paul Dufresne had a nice little block out there, and their guy was just able to get a piece of the ankle there to bring Jacoby down.
Quickly throws it near side to Dufresne, incomplete. 2nd down and 5.
We went with a little hurry up there, no huddle. Got up to the line of scrimmage, went with a quick hitch pass, just a little bit overthrown. And this year's no different, Kevin. They got some big boys on the line of scrimmage for the defense. Number 84, I remember him from last year. Remember their big boy went to IMG.
Yep.
Zyron. 84 is Will Berry, the senior, 6'4", 260 pound, big defensive lineman.
Twins near side become near side. Hand off, and I believe we'll have enough for the first down.
We're going
at the
again. Go on,
32.
hurry up. Go on, hurry up. Get back in. Let's go.
Gain of 7 there. Patriots quickly up to the line of scrimmage.
Key personnel changes here for the Blue Jays.
Ball's in the middle of the field. Leday and Boudreaux are the halfbacks. Leday near side, Boudreaux left side. Quarterback keeper crosses the 35 to the 36, gain of 4.
I love when the quarterback controls the line of scrimmage, Kevin, with his cadence, understanding where we need to be, hurry up offense, but being nice and loud down there. And then, of course, no false steps, just getting to it and then pulling the ball and have a good ball security.
Ball to the 36-yard line. Pads it on the center. We'll come near side. Ball's up in the air, but he caught it. It appeared the defender made contact right at the mesh point. The ball popped up, but London fortunately caught it. And we live to play another down.
Yeah, thank goodness. Good job of just being heads up, understanding where it's at, going to get it. Tell you what, my boy almost had to high point that like a receiver.
Oh, yeah. Loss of 1 back to the 35-yard line.
Still manageable here.
Oh, yeah.
Even after the
3rd and, let's call it 7.
Mishap. And look how you got inverted safeties.
Yep.
Guys not too deep. Might be able to have opportunities outside, one-on-one with the receivers. And with outside leverage.
Go outside veer. Boudreaux takes a handoff, and he may get 2 yards with the punter there. So unfortunately that potential fumble in the air cost us and it hurt us. So quickly the punt team runs on the field. LeRae will stand back around the Blue Jay 25-yard line for Jesuit. Lacron to punt it, and he's been doing a great job this year, Danny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
nice
he certainly
snap.
has.
Nice kick.
Another beauty.
LeRae calls fair catch at the 23-yard line. So with 9:25 to go in the quarter, the Blue Jays will take it over 1st and 10.
I'm always understanding of a first 3 and out. I've been there, right? You got to figure things out. You have to see how they're moving, how are they stemming, are they slanting to the call, are they, and get on the sidelines, talk to your guys, and see maybe what you could do the next series to make yourself a little bit more successful. So defense got to step up and get it done. Hopefully we got a 3 and out here for us.
Yep. Double twins, Sullivan, the quarterback, Palmazzano, who hurt us last year with that inside dive, is the halfback. They'll send the receiver motion across the formation. They're going to throw it to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's a lateral. That's out of bounds.
I was about to say, ball's out.
Yeah.
Good job. Who is that right there, Kevin, on the spot? Are
they going to call that a forward pass?
That is Keelan. No, that's not.
Yes, they are.
That's a lateral.
What the heck?
That ball should be at the 18-yard line.
I'm going to watch it. Hold on. Let me see here. See where he catches it.
That's behind.
I don't know. I think when
lateral.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it might have been a tad bit forward, and when he touched it, it went backwards. But I think it could have been, maybe a foot up.
Second down, 10. Sullivan throws it deep down the far sideline. Receiver got twisted, incomplete. To be 3rd and 10.
And the only reason I say that is because we weren't going nuts on the sideline. So
true. But even a lateral would make it a live ball.
But if you're straight, you're
Yeah.
that's a live ball. I think it might have gone downhill just a little bit. But good job on the first 2 plays from scrimmage. Defense holding tight. And the quarterback has gotten the ball out of his hands very quickly. He had a good rush on that play.
Yep.
And he's not able to kind of sit back there and let his receiver get down the field very far.
I think Jesuit will challenge us a little more vertically than other teams tonight, which will be good because that's what Carr's going to do next week. So we'll get some good workout on that. 3rd and 10. Double twins, Palmazzano, the right halfback, out of the shotgun to Sullivan. He'll take the pass from center, throws it far side. Oh!
Woo, I
thought Turner was going to undercut it.
Turner was going to undercut that sucker. He was ready.
Yeah, he
was. If it would have been a good throw, Kevin, I think he has it.
Yep.
My mom and dad, they said not going to be able to make it to the game tonight, but she said they're watching on the big screen. So, Mom and Dad, love you.
Big turnover or turnover down, so we got to make them punt. So 3 and out for the Blue Jays. Turner goes back for the Patriots. He's going to stand at the Patriot 45. Number 26 is the punter for the Blue Jays. That's going to be 26 is Michael Cerruti. I guess the running back. He could probably punt it. They don't listen to his kicker. They just says the running back. We'll go with Cerruti. Little rugby style here.
Yep.
Nice kick. Turner's going to call a fair catch, but get away. It's a short punt. And it's going to get a nice Jesuit roll to the Patriot 38-yard line, it looks like. So with 8:55 to go in the quarter, 1st and 10 Patriots.
Yeah, good field position right here for the Patriots. Not a bad job, 3 and out. Then, of course, we forced the 3 and out and get the ball back. We got pretty good field position here for our offense to be able to march it 62 for the touchdown. So let's go to work right here, offense. Like I said before, figuring it out first series. Now let's go to work.
Quick shout out to Barry from the Hunting Cap. Also Sam Smith, class of 79, listening in Midland, Texas. Appreciate you, Sam.
All right, Sam. Barry.
We'll send the receiver Horton in motion across the formation to the left. We'll give it to Martinez over to center. And he's going to fall forward 2 yards to the 40.
He almost looked like he slid a little bit too far on that base play. Look how he had it a little bit more to the front side. Center kind of working him. Actually, nose guard did a great job of swimming it and getting through a little bit. I tell you what, I really like my boy Goslin, though. He's an anchor down there. 5'10", 270-pound senior. He's been a good leader for us on that offensive line.
2nd down 8, ball in the near hash mark. Boudreaux and Ledea, the halfbacks, will come near side. Ledea takes a handoff, and he fights hard near the 42-yard line. Gain of 2. Quick shout out to Mom Sue Fayard checking in from Plano.
What's up, Miss Sue?
Glad to hear from you. Big third down play here.
Yep, big 3rd down play right here. Got to find something that's going to work, maybe on the perimeter. Maybe a little 3-step drop pass, get something out of his hands quick. London's got to settle in to this ball game, and no better way than maybe giving him an opportunity right here.
Twins to the left. Ball's in the middle of the field. Will come near side. Ball's on the ground.
Ball's out.
And I believe Jesuit has it. And they do. Yikes.
Well, that's not good. not the way to start it off. But, defense, do it again. Get us the ball back. Don't let them put points on the board. You got Jerry and Chantal Savan, Mark Topher, class of 77, shouting us out from the mighty Mississippi.
Nice. Bobby Desjardins checking in from the West Bank. Algiers, to be exact. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for being a loyal listener.
All right, Patriots.
Ball's at the
settle down
40-yard line of the Patriots, so good field position for the Blue Jays. Ball's in the middle of the field. They'll go with two twins on both sides. Palmazzano lines up to the right of Sullivan. And they'll stay in the shotgun. Palmazzano with the handoff up the middle when Barron says, no gain.
Nice job. Ben Barron is another anchor on the outside. Ben's one of those guys that could totally play inside linebacker, outside linebacker, basically calling outside linebacker defensive end spot where he's at. He's the Swiss Army knife down there. Probably could, he's fast enough. He could probably step out and play strong safety if we really needed him to.
Second down 10, trips near side, split top of the field. Palmazzano stays in at the halfback. They'll give it to Palmazzano. He goes to the left side. This time he'll have a little more success. Gets it near the 36. Gain of 4. Be third down 6. Quick shout out here to Beth and Sean McDermott checking in from the man cave on the North Shore. Patriots for life. Good to hear from y'all, Beth and Sean. Sean was a classmate and teammate of mine for several years. Always good to hear from you.
Third and 7.
Actually, gain of 3, so it'll be third down 7. 6:36 and counting. This is the first quarter play. No score. Double twins. This time Palmazzano lines up to the left of Sullivan. Now let's send a receiver motion across the formation to the right. Sullivan looks that way. Pump face, throws the guy wide down the field. Has a out of bounds.
Nope.
For a second he was open, but he just threw it too far and he was out of bounds. But tell you what, Turner closed on him quickly.
Yeah, I agree, Kevin. If he could have just stuck that ball in there right now, the corner kind of fell out. But I think Turner did a great job of understanding, I'm going to go with this post right here, but my eyes are going to be in the back. I'm going to see where we're at. And then it fell back in on that rail route. Good job of him just sticking to his deep third, not getting fooled by smoke and mirrors and going with it.
Looks like the Blue Jays will send the punt team in. Let's see if they actually punt it. Turner's going to stand back to the 10. Here's a little rugby-style kick. And that's just going to do us a favor. It's not going to make the 20. I think officially the 22-yard line is where they spotted. So with 5:59 to go in the quarter, 1st and 10, Patriots from their own 22.
All right, here we go. Not bad. Let's get it done again now, huh? We got to get something going here, Kevin. We got 5:59 left here in the first. Hasn't really been an exciting first quarter for either team, but that's kind of what happens when it's good football being played. Well, or you can say bad football, with turnovers and such for the Patriots, but
good defensive football.
Yeah, there you go. I want to give a shout out to Sean McGovern and his fiance Tanya Granier. She was class of 92, watching from Harahan.
Quick zip near side. Boudreaux with the pitch comes close to the 25. Let's say the 24-yard line is where they spotted. 23, they only gave him a yard.
Yep. There's something going here. So Sean is actually with Jesuit now as takes care of John Ryan Stadium. And after the game yesterday, my damn truck broke down. I was stuck in the parking lot. He was nice enough to, ask if I needed a ride and all that sort of stuff. Got it out there this morning. He opened it up and got it out, so appreciate that, Sean.
Ball's on the near hash mark. We'll send 2 receivers to the left. Duplex and pass. London in trouble. Now he scrambles, throws it, little loop pass to Boudreaux, caught it, going to have the first down and a few extra yards, still on his feet, 40.
Go.
Cuts back near side, 50. Go. And tackle at the 49-yard line of the Jesuit.
Nice work.
It looked like London was in trouble, but to tell you what, he found Boudreaux on the sideline and got it to him.
That's what I'm talking about when I talk about London's maturity as a sophomore. Being able to do things like that, look downfield, get away from the rush, stay composed, eyes downfield, find the open receiver, first down, Patriots.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage. London keeps it, goes to the left, and he's going to get stopped at the 45-yard line, gain of 4. Second down and 6. Quick shout out here to Miss Betty and Mr. Vernon Walker checking in from Phoenix. Always love to hear from you guys. And also Keith Cherrier checking in from Porters. Let's shout out to the Patriots.
All right. Let's go. Send us some of those good vibes, and let's get this offensive drive in the end zone here.
Robowski and Martinez are the halfbacks. We'll come near side, play action pass, throwback, and miscommunication. We ran a post and we just threw it deeper and outside.
Not quite sure what we were doing outside there, Kevin, but a good job of London staying composed. You got a guy bearing right down on him. But you're going to have to do some of that, Kevin. They got 8 or 9 guys in the box the whole time. So, you're going to have to be able to throw the football and figure it out as you go. And maybe, sometimes you know as well as I do, sometimes you don't need the big, long shot. Now, obviously, that's a play that we look for pretty often.
I think London thought he was doing more of a streak, and the receiver ran a post. So.
But, sometimes you got to dink and dong down the field.
Twins near side, we drop back to pass. Little screen backside to Boudreaux, incomplete. Just not enough on it, so we have to punt it.
Yeah, it looks like I don't even think that was a screen, Kevin. I think that was just a setup. Yeah, leaking him out the backfield. I didn't see any linemen coming out front.
Not enough
to see.
I think he gets enough for the first down if he completes it. But Randy Mathern checking in from the campground in Ponchatoula. Always good to hear from you, Randy. Patriots to punt it again. LeCrone, nice kick. LeRae with a fair catch at the Blue Jay 13-yard line. So with 3:52 to go in the quarter, 1st and 10 Blue Jays for known 13.
I tell you what, Kevin, he has been a weapon all year this year as a punter. And, you got to love that. You hate punting, but when you do, you have to use it as a weapon. And LeCron has done that all season for us. Kevin, for this turnover on downs, I want to say thank you to Crane and Template, auto to heavy truck repairs, diesel and gasoline engine repairs, check engine light diagnosis, computer scan wheel alignments, including raised lower to specialty rims, specialty wheel balance and zero-out procedure, non-commission-based technicians, nationwide warranty on repairs performed. Give them a call, 367-1199. You'll see them at 1913 Peters Road in Harvey. Been in business since '79. Crane and Template, we appreciate your support of the Patriots.
Parmesan with the handoff goes to the right.
Step up.
And he's going to get it to the 19-yard line. Let's give him 6, 2nd down and 4. He's a loaded runner, but he gave us some problems last year, Danny.
Yeah, he sure did. Right on time, Miss Trish. We Crane and Template. We appreciate Miss Trish Gerardo and Noe listening to us. Mr. Kerry Loricella. Kerry said the assistant dance line coach, Loricella, and his assistant, Sandy, are checking in. Go get them, Patriots.
Awesome. Trips right, split near side. Parmesan with the handoff again up the middle. This time he got him. That's LeCron.
Might have enough, Kev.
Jumped on his back, and I believe you are correct. Right at the sticks.
Yeah. Waving
right
along.
at it. 1st and 10 Blue Jays at their 23. 3:08 and counting. Hey, Rick Weaver checking in from the crisp North Georgia mountains. Good to hear from you, buddy.
Yep.
Double twins. Palmisano stays in at the halfback. He's to the left of Sullivan. He'll take the handoff again, goes up the middle. Barron jumps on his back, but he's going to give us a ride for a couple yards to the 27. Gordon, what's the mood like down there on the sideline?
They focused tonight.
Okay.
That's what we want to hear.
I like it.
We're going to figure it out in a little bit.
Yeah, we will.
Yep.
Make a couple adjustments here. Hang on the ball. We'll be all right. I like our defense. No, I love our defense.
Yep.
We got big number 83 as a nasty slot. Let's see if they run behind him. High snap. They give it to Parmesan. They do a big old hole. 1st down and more. And he's to the 40 to the 45-yard line.
For a big kid, though, he showed a little niftiness right there, faking out a couple of our guys, using some speed, getting it done.
Yeah, he locked up Barron on that far sideline, opened up that hole. 1st and 10 Blue Jays, 1:58 and counting. We're in the first period.
Was that a different running back that time?
No, that was Parmesan.
That was.
Excuse me, Ceruto.
Ceruto.
I'm sorry,
yep.
number 26. I'm sorry. That's Ceruto again with the halfback. Comes back near side, has a little more run room.
Holding.
And we're going to get him around the Patriot 48-yard line.
And then number 51, that is Jack Markey. He's offensive lineman, got to come out the game. His helmet flew off, so I check him out, check somebody else in.
The Blue Jays quickly to the line of scrimmage. 6-yard gain there, 2nd and 4. They give it to Cerruti again up the middle.
Yep.
He's going to have the first down or more. He trips over the 40-yard line and falls to the 38 of the Patriots. Kenny Alonso, teammate of mine, checking in from Franklin, Tennessee. Let's go Patriots. So they found something in the middle against us.
100%. Sometimes you got to get big in the middle with them if they're going to come in there and play their big package with a wing or a slot or whatever they, got to get in there with them. Battle.
Under a minute. Cerruti with the handoff again. Barron tackles him at the short gain to the 34-yard line.
Good job, Ben.
Yeah, I give a shout out to Logan Houston's grandparents, Mr. George and Miss Jean watching from Dunwoody, Georgia. Appreciate you.
Cool.
Logan wears number 30 for the Patriots. 2nd down play here. Trips near side, split top of the field. Now Palmisano is the halfback. He'll take the handoff, go up the middle. Barron gets him, but he's going to drag us for a few more yards to the 29. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 1. They're just getting a little more physical than us up front right now. Using a big old lineman.
There's some big boys. And again, we have.
That's going to be the end of the first quarter. So after the first quarter play, it's the John Curtis Christian Patriots 0, the Jesuit Blue Jays 0.
I was going to say Zaire's in the game, number 99, sophomore. Benjamin Irwin, junior, defensive lineman. He was in the game as well. So rotating some guys in and out, trying to get what's cooking here. Kevin, for that first quarter of action, I want to say thank you to, let me see what I got at Moe's Pizza. Moe's Pizza, been with us around with us from the very beginning. Boys and I went there for dinner 2 nights ago and always love some Moe's Pizza. Go give them a call, 341-9650. Go to the website, moespizzanola.com. Check out their homemade hand-tossed pizza, meatballs and spaghetti, lasagna, roast beef po' boys on Friday, all the Italian salad and all the other salads that they have, the muffaladas, everything that they have is fantastic. Give them a call, go see them. 1112 Avenue H in West Wego, right over the bridge. Go check them out. Moe's Pizza, Lisa and Jeff Arseman, we appreciate your support of the Patriots.
So now we'll flip the field. Blue Jays now coming left to right, coming towards our end zone. Ball we place at Patriot 29. You have to get it to the 28 for a first down.
Sam Gilmore checking in. Go Patriots.
Against Holy Cross, the Patriots only had the ball 4 times in the first half. They had it 3 times in the first quarter and didn't do a whole lot with it.
Yep, that's why you got to be efficient on offense, Kevin. These other teams that, don't throw the ball very much are going to eat up a lot of time off the clock, and got to keep them out the end zone and away from points.
Big 3rd down play. They'll give it to Cerruti. He has the first down or more. He's going to get it to the 25-yard line, 1st and 10 Blue Jays. Quick shout out to Jason Dudenhofer watching from the Harahan Firehouse. Josh Dudenhofer watching from the Jefferson Parish Firehouse. Good to hear from you guys, man.
Yep, Jaden Keelan, Craig Connor on that tackle. Hope Jaden's looks like he's shaking that wrist a little bit. Hopefully he's all right.
Yep, 1st and 10 Blue Jays. They'll give it to the halfback again up the middle.
That's
a nice shot, Jeffrey Curtis.
That's what I want right there.
Yep, Cerruti had the handoff, and Jeffrey said no.
Stepping up in the middle. And Horton down on the line of scrimmage on that play. Kind of took the block on, and then Jeffrey was able to run free and take on the halfback there. And if you remember, Kevin, in our base 50 defense back in the day, that's what it really was. Those guys, those big linemen were taking up blocks, and those linebackers were able to run free and make plays downhill, and that's what that looked like.
Gain of 1 to the 24, 2nd down 9. Sullivan gives it to Cerruti again, this on left side.
Nice job right there, Horton.
Got him again,
and
Jeffrey
right there,
Curtis.
Jeffrey again. Nice work. Playing downhill, gotta love that.
Let's give him 2 to the 20.
Jeffrey,
line.
Jeffrey right there, crossed the blocker's face, continued on, stepped up, fast read. Horton was right there as well. That's some good action right there. That's what I like to see defensively. Guys playing fast and physical. You don't always, some guys, I try to tell Baylor and these young guys, you don't always have to take on the block. It's physics. You taking on a 310-pound lineman as a 200-pound linebacker doesn't always work out in your favor. So dip, rip, get around him, show him a little leg, get off, do a lot of different things. You fake him out, do a lot. Just don't give up your gap responsibility where you need to be.
Third and long to go. Post far side, intended for LeRae, incomplete. Third down. Let's see if they kick the field goal here.
Inside shoulder, outside shoulder, depending on the play and where you're at, where you need to be. A-gap responsibility downhill, but you got to, they have to be able to move around. I think a lot of times we think of it like back in the day, taking on that wham and just taking on that blocker and trying to meet him 1 yard deep. But, today these guys can move. So if you're one of those guys that are a little bit smaller and nimble, get around that block and then go make big plays.
Cabo to kick a 39-yard field goal. Snap low, plays, kick is up, has the distance, and it's good. So with 10 minutes exactly to go in a half, it's the Blue Jays 3, the Patriots 0. Cabo with a 39-yard field goal for the Blue Jays. Makes it 3-0 Blue Jays. Couple more shout-outs real quick. Scott Woodward checking in from Missouri.
What's up, Scott?
My sister Wendy and brother-in-law Eric checking in when they're driving on I-49 headed to Bay St. Louis. Good to hear from you. And, of course, another teammate, classmate of mine, Jeff Consian, checking in from Marrero. Happy birthday to you, Jeff.
Scott, I was watching some of the old games the other day. Saw you out there. I apologize. I missed you on a pass. Saw it the other day. I think it was against maybe Shaw. And you had a little play action down the field. And I think I overthrew you, big dog. My bad. Good to look back on those things and see, though. Don't think we were quite as good as we thought we were.
Of course we were.
Yeah, that's right. Today, for sure.
All right, deep near side halfback is going to be Horton. Far side is going to be Boudreaux. Cabo to kick it. He's going to put it on the 40 on the near hash mark. Maybe there's 3 points here by the Blue Jays might motivate our offense here.
All right, here we go.
Well, sky kick far side. We're going to call fair catch by the tight end Batard at the 29-yard line, looks like. And that's where to put it in play for the Patriots.
Kevin didn't give a shout-out after that field goal. I want to give a shout-out to Bob User Productions. Robbie, always up here in the booth with us. Give him a call, 738-1447. He's not with us tonight, right?
Got a job, man.
And got a job trying to pay those bills. So if you want to be one of those jobs, pay his bills, give him a call, 738-1447. Bob User Productions, appreciate your professionalism and keeping us on the air.
Slot right, got one back. That's going to be, looks like Leday. We'll give it to Leday over to center. Tell you what, they crashed down hard from that right end. And
I'm telling you.
Or their left end, making the play. Short gain.
Yeah, tackle trying to step down and wedge to it, get on that second level, and we just, he's just following that hip and coming down and making it happen.
Carr 7, Warren Easton 6 at the end of the first quarter. Wild surprise. Roma leads Holy Cross 3-0. Same formations, slot right, quick handoff. We'll get it to the 31-yard line. That is Boudreaux on the carry.
All right, here we go, Kev. Getting to that time in the game, second quarter here. We gotta
do something on this drive.
Gotta turn it on this drive. We're down 3-0. If you're just joining us, Jesuit kicked the field goal on their last drive and first score of the night, so they are up 3-0 with 8:51 and counting here in the second.
So we go same formation, slot to the right with one back. Play action pass. London can run it. He will. Has a lot of room near side. Puts a move on it. The defensive, I think he has the first down at the 40.
Nice job by him. Good
recognition.
Yeah,
has about 2.
Yeah, I mean,
good deal.
That's, again, didn't have it. Tried to look to the field for a big play. Don't have the big play, so don't force something that you don't have. Did a good job of sticking his back foot in the ground, trying to get vertical, darting forward, and getting the first down.
Should have been at the 40. They moved it to the 39-yard line, but still enough for the first down. 8:19 to go in the half. We'll go back to our traditional formation. Ball in the middle of the field. Boudreaux and Ladea, the halfbacks. Will come near side. Boudreaux with the handoff. Danny, he's fighting hard. He's carrying Blue Jays to the 40 2-yard line. Looks like a gain of 3.
So Beeves asking me how to get up here. Are we going to be able to do it here? Or we're not going to be able to. Okay, so just tell him to go down the field. Gordon?
Yeah,
Okay.
get Gordon's mic. Slot right. We got one halfback to the right. That's Williams. Quarterback keepers every one, but we'll play action pass instead. Has a wide open receiver down the middle of the field. Got it!
Yes, sir!
Dufresne just ran down the field and they forgot to cover him.
Nice job right there. You know, we hinted at it all night to be able to, you know, have some play action passes that were successful, and they just kept biting on it, so you're going to keep throwing it, and eventually it's going to count, and right there it did. Good job, good route by Dufresne, great protection by the offensive line and running backs, and let him put a nice ball over his head.
Beautiful pitch and catch by Paget and Dufresne. Patriots line up for the PAT. Hernandez to kick it. Snap. Place. Kick is up. And it is good, but whew, kind of look at my tee shot.
Sometimes we make it interesting. We definitely don't want to do that. Yeah, we did, Jerry. Jerry Saban just said, hey, I'm sure y'all probably did earlier in the year, but I just want to shout out to Coach Sloan and his family. Rest in peace. Yeah, we sure did. We had 1 week where talked about a lot of fallen Patriots with over the last year, and so yeah, our thoughts and prayers with their families. I believe it was Gamina. It was Logidis,
Brand Sloan, and Coach Corey.
And Coach Corey. So crazy year so far, and I know those guys are looking down on us. They're proud of the Patriots and big part of the past, and they don't realize they're still going to be a big part of the future by building it and getting it to where it is today.
Danny does a 5-play drive, going 72 yards of distance, taking 2:34 off the clock. Paget to Dufresne, 72. Wasn't 72 yards. That was. Give me a second. Working the wrong number down. 58-yard touchdown pass. And the PAT by Hernandez puts the Patriots up 7-3. Looking to be able to kick it.
London likes when you pad the stats like that. 70, he'll take 72.
Far side 10, 15. No, nice return here.
Step up.
And we finally, Turner gets him near the 30-yard line. That's number 2, Burks, for the Blue Jays.
Sam Gilmore said, that quarterback's London, not London Paget, right? I said, yeah, sure is. She said, oh, goodness.
I taught him.
She said, that was a little kid I used to put in the car line, in the car at car line. She said, I'm going to cry when Madden and that crew is out there eventually. Certainly, you're not going to be the only one, Sam.
They spotted at the 30-yard line, so 1st and 10, Blue Jays, 7:16 to go in the half. Let's see if the defense can hold them here. New quarterback, that's number 12. He's going to roll out to the left. He's in trouble, but somehow gets through. Connor and Mackion make the tackle at the 36, gain of 6. That's Vanderway, quarterback.
Here we go, D. Got to try to preserve some clock for our offensive possession. We get a stop here and get the ball back offensively.
And Palmisano will be the halfback to the left of Vanderway. Palmisano takes a handoff. One of the linemen loses his helmet. He has to come out. Palmisano fights his way to the 38-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd down and 2.
72, that's Oliver Cook, 6'3.5", 270-pound senior for Jesuit. Big old boy.
I don't necessarily like that rule.
I don't really like it either. I mean, if somebody does hands to the face and your helmet comes off, you have to come off the field. I don't like that either. But it is what it is. It happens both sides, so.
Big 3rd down play. Ball handed to Palmisano, goes to the left, and I think we got him.
Right there, Lacron.
He's going to be about a yard.
Lacron, Jeffrey. I think Craig Connor came down the hill as well.
Also, Julian.
Yep, good job right there.
He's going to be about a yard 6-yard shot. Let's see if they go for it on 4th down here.
Yeah, Terrence Julian in there too. Terrence about 6'2", 220-pound linebacker.
He's telling them to huddle up.
Getting better every week.
They're going to go for it.
All right, here we go. Let's play tough. Get some personnel in there. Let's play upfield. Ball key.
Yep.
Remember, ball key.
They got their jumbo package in. All right.
There you go. Good job. Don't jump. Don't jump.
They're just probably trying to draw us off sides here.
Yep. Don't do it. Yep.
And they call timeout. So great job, defense.
Yeah, and I was thinking, Kevin, at this point on the field, to go for it. I mean, look, you still may go for it, but on their side of the 50, where's the ball spotted right now? About the 39-yard line.
Yep.
I mean, that's tough with only 5 minutes left in the half to say, you know what, we're going to give it up on the 40-yard line and give them a short field to go in and score. I mean, 7-3 is a lot different than 14-3 at half. So, you know, I'm not sure what Coach Manali's going to do here, but you know.
He still might go for it.
You know, think he might, but
you could also line up in a punt formation and fake it.
Well, 100%. And what you could do here is even, you know, I don't know how their quarterbacks, if they could pooch punt or do some things, but at least if you're going to go for if you punt it, you could probably flip the field, hope for something inside of the 20, and then make us try to march the entire field with 5 minutes left. So, you know, I would do that if I was on offense.
I'd go with a punt safe here.
Just go with our defense, you know, and see if we could hold them in 5 minutes. But I like our chances offensively to be able to put some more points on the board.
Cerruti to punt it. Turner is back around the 30 of the Patriots.
Ooh.
High snap. Wobbly kick. Turner.
Go.
To the 23 to call for a catch. That's okay.
I thought we had some room, though.
So with 5 minutes to go in a half, 1st and 10 Patriots from their own 22-yard line. Quick shout out here to the Borlons, Howmans, and Brignacks checking in from St. Rose. Always good to hear from y'all.
Yes, sir. Kevin, for that stop in action, I want to say thank you to Myco. Myco is more than a coin. It's a movement built on Solana, powered by community, and inspired by those who want to change people's lives. Play, game, stake, earn, grow together. Myco, join the network, be part of the future. Dr. Donald Fabach, appreciate your support, my brother, with Myco. Download the Jupiter Phantom wallet, swap Solana for Myco.
1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Quick hitch near side to Horton. Breaks a couple tackles. And he's going to cross. Where is it at?
The 26.
No, it was the 24. Excuse me. The 22. It was the 22-yard line. They'd be messed up here in the lawns. Got to the 26, gain of 4.
The Jesuit coaches were wanting a hold outside or maybe a block in the back, but you know, they're not going to really call it when you're just using your hands.
Quick shout out to Mrs. Bunk checking in. Go Big Blue. Always good to hear from you. Slot to the right. We've got one halfback. We'll give it to Boudreaux over to center. He fights hard to the 27. Only gain of 1. Going to be a big 3rd down play here. The Blue Jays will get the ball to start the second half. So I'd love for us just to milk this 4 minutes left to go and score, and not give them the ball or opportunity to, you know, get 2 possessions back to back.
Yep, here we go, guys. Got 3:52 and counting here in the second quarter.
Got to get to the
2 tights.
To the 31. Yep. Play action pass. Padgett looks to his right. Has a guy open the flat. Complete to Boudreaux. Has a 1st down and more down the far sideline.
Get out of bounds.
And he's going to be at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, 46.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, it looked like we had something downfield, and Jacoby did a good job of just sifting through it, finding his way out. Linebacker turned his shoulders, ran back downfield, and then we were open, or maybe it was a strong safety, but a good job of London getting out his hands and putting in a position where he could run after the catch.
Yep, slot right, 1 halfback to the right. We'll give it to Boudreaux, crosses the center to the left, crosses the 50. We're already going to say he's right at the 50, so let's give him 4 yards.
Yeah, not bad right there. Big
3 minutes and counting.
Big number 94. Is 94, let's see, or 84. Yeah, big boy, Will Berry, senior. Talked about him before. 6'4", 260 pounds. Does a good job down low.
Roboski lines up at the right slot. Williams will be now the left halfback. Quarterback keeper's there to the right if we want it. We'll call him near side. Williams takes the handoff, and I'll tell you what, he does a good job getting it to the 47 of Jesuit.
2:25 and counting, Kevin. We should have all 3 timeouts, correct?
Yep.
So we're in no panic mode right here.
Nope.
But I don't mind if you get into a little bit of a 2-minute offense, maybe throw the ball down the field a little bit and see what you got here. But with all 3 timeouts, there's really no need to hurry yet.
Yep. 2 tight split to the right. Leday and Boudreaux are the halfbacks. We'll come near side. Quarterback.
Good, London.
Nice duck step.
Yep.
1:48 to go in counting.
Had a little hop there, presented the pitch, and then ducked it back up inside and controlling the football. Nice job right there, reading the block and getting inside of Caden.
Gain of 6 and
Tard's
41.
block for the tight end and checking guys in, checking guys out. We are 140 and counting now. They're going to send out Horton and Keegan. Clinton.
Twins to the right. Quick hits far side. That's going to be Horton. Turns it up the field. Breaks a tackle and falls forward. I think he got it to the
35.
35, thank you. Gain of 6.
Let's put a little hustle. Let's go. 115 and counting.
Yep. I think we'll see a little sense of urgency after this play. We break their huddle quickly, though. Twins near side. Leday and Boudreaux the halfbacks. Right at a minute. Throws it. Caught by Dufresne.
Go.
Makes a few
Nice
tackles,
job.
and he's going to be near the 14, 13-yard line. Let's see what they spotted.
13.
54-second clock stops momentarily for the markers
nice
to move.
By Dufresne.
Running some guys in and out of the huddle.
The 14-yard line.
You're going to have Keegan and Luke Martinez in the game.
Option to the right. Roboski gets the
Get
corner,
there,
and he
get
scored.
there.
Did he score?
Yeah.
Does he? Yes!
Yes, sir. Nice job.
Watch the replay on that one.
Okay.
36 seconds to go.
Pretty sure he's out.
Roboski
I don't know.
tiptoed down the sideline and got it in.
Gordon. I don't know. I couldn't really see it from up here. It looked like he was.
He was close.
Yep, he was definitely close. Good job of him tiptoeing, being able to make it in there for the touchdown for the Patriots. That's fantastic to get it done before half, guys. And I tell you, I wasn't panicking, Kevin, but we didn't really, we had a little bit of urgency, but we didn't really need, good thing that we didn't really need the timeouts and didn't have to use them. Isaac got the ball in the end zone. Good job of running the offense on that series by London and the rest of the Patriots, and nice efficient drive before half.
Snap, place, kick is up, and the PAT is good. So with 36 seconds to go in the half, it's the Patriots 14, the Blue Jays 3.
Kevin, for that scoring drive, I want to say thank you to Bubblicious Barbecue. They're your neighborhood catering company, cooking all your barbecue favorites and more. Their specialties include delicious tender brisket, juicy chicken, savory pulled pork, and sweet pork ribs. Their premium meats are cooked low and slow with pecan wood for a mild, sweet, smoky flavor. For your next special event, choose Bubblicious Barbecue or visit one of their barbecue pop-ups at Bobby Seafood on Mondays. Visit BubbleiciousBBQ.com, their Facebook page, or give them a call at 601-498-7025 for your catering needs. Their food is seasoned with love and cooked with passion. Go Big Blue. Bubblicious, we appreciate your support of the Patriots.
How about this, Danny? The Patriots got the ball with 5 minutes to go in the half. They go on a non-play drive, 79 yards in distance, taking 4:24 off the clock. Roboski with a 14-yard touchdown run, and Hernandez PT makes it 14-3 Patriots.
Well, we talked a little bit on the first couple drives of trying to figure it out, where are we at, offensively. I think London has done a great job, and then, of course, the play calling, kicking in, and understanding what we're trying to get done, getting the ball to the, some receivers and mixing it up, throwing it around a little bit, running it inside and outside and changing some things up, using that little slot package and single back and then some motions mixed in there and, kind of figuring it out. And I think that efficient drive going into halftime really shows you that now we're kind of getting going again. So that's the kind of drive that we want to sustain for the rest of the third and fourth quarter. For the rest of this game, So, we like what we saw right there on that drive. And to be honest with you, defense has played pretty well so far. They've just sustained some drives before we've stopped them. We haven't had a lot of 3-and-outs except on the first drive. So right here, they don't have a lot of time to get something going. So let's lick your chops, go get that quarterback, and Stay deep.
First and 10 Blue Jays from the 30. Play action pass. Sullivan back in the quarterback. Those are far side complete. That is Ray on the reception.
But you also don't want to give him too much room, Kevin.
Gain of
out there
9.
On the corner spot. Allow them to just kind of eat up chunks of yards with a few. Ray's 6'1.5", 175-pound senior. He's done a good job against us the last few years.
Yep. Second down 1, 30 seconds to go. Sullivan again with the play action pass. Under pressure, steps up. Now rolls his left, has a lot of room. Far side, hits the first down, and he's out of bounds near midfield. Clock will stop with 22 seconds to go.
Yep. Good job of that quarterback not seeing anything, putting his back foot in the ground and getting out of bounds, the most important. Preserving some of that clock. 22 seconds like you mentioned. Patriots still in good shape here.
The ball is at the Blue Jay 49, so just shy of midfield.
How many timeouts does Jesuit have, Kel?
Play ball 3.
3, okay.
Now to send the receiver in motion near side, so it trips near side, split top of the field. Sullivan looks that way, fires it, caught. Did he bobble it? I think he juggled it out of bounds, incomplete. Yep. He would have had the first down and out of bounds. 17 seconds.
Huh. That surprised me.
Only took 3 seconds for that
Let's
play?
see if I can see it on the replay.
He was juggling it.
He was juggling, but high school, you only have to have 1 foot in bounds. I'm surprised he didn't get that in before he went out.
Well,
securing the catch.
Like any level of football, what's a catch now?
Right.
But he was juggling, so that was the right call.
Kevin.
Hey.
Am I supposed to give the mic to somebody?
Yeah, you're going to give it to
B's coming to see you.
Oh, he needs the mic?
Yep. At halftime. You can wait a minute.
We're I'm just standing right here next to him.
Yep. 2 timeouts left to go for Jesuit, Danny.
Okay, thank you.
Trips near side.
17 seconds here.
Sullivan looks top of the field, fires it. Going to be intercepted.
Attaboy, Joe.
That's tap. He's down the far sideline. They're giving chase, and they got him at the what yard line?
That's good
they
stuff.
tripped him up.
Let me give you a little scenario.
28-yard line. Where are we at, Gordon?
Yeah, it looks like
I'm on the opposite
right at
side.
about the 30.
Never mind.
Right at about the 30. Let me give you a little
8 seconds
scenario,
to go.
though. We have all of our timeouts.
At the 30.
You're only going to be able to probably run 2 plays here, but you have a timeout in case you need it. Maybe push the ball down the field on the first play. See what you have. So you might be able to have something cooking here.
You know what? Hernandez's range is 42. This would be a no.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
It's 47.
Even if you got, they might be thinking we're going deep. So maybe if you even hit them with a 10 or 15-yard pass, eat up some yards, and then you call a timeout and get the field goal going.
And
Let's
looks
talk about
like
it.
who got it here? Timeout charge to the Patriots. So 8 seconds to go in the half. Timeout charge to the Patriots. It's the Patriots 14, the Blue Jays 3. Yeah, Gordon, real quick. This is what we'll do is we're going to halftime. We're going to have our normal recap, and then we'll do our Parade of Champions interview with Beef.
Yep. Okay. Good. I'm going to give him the mic, headset, too.
All right. Okay. So, yeah, Kevin, so what do you – okay, I'm gonna flip it now.
Gotcha.
You're the offensive coordinator. Where are you going here?
All right. Well, I don't know how they ran 3 seconds when they hit LeRae. Would have been –
Yep.
Because in high school, you run 10 seconds. You could probably get 10 yards, say, like at 5 to 7 seconds. So knowing that, what I would probably do is hit the one-on-one option with Dufresne, top of the field, let him run an out route right at the sticks, hit him. When an out route steps out of bounds, run the field goal, kick it, and kick the field goal with 3.
So you're going for the get out of bounds play?
Yes.
All right, I'm going more to the middle of the field.
Okay.
Middle of the field, maybe a slant route, send somebody up the seam.
But it's got to be quick.
Even a curl route. And they just have
8 seconds.
That's why you talk to you guys on the sideline. Let them know, hey, catch the ball and get down. We'll call timeout immediately.
All right, let's see what we got here.
There it is.
There it is.
Drop.
Hits, there you go, out of bounds, and Dufresne's out of bounds. Look at that.
I tell you what, boy, me and you, I tell you what, we got something cooking up here, baby.
Look at that.
Hey, so JT, whenever you're ready to step down, big dog, we got Kevin and Danny in the booth, ready to take action.
Nice job. Now, he was a little shy of the sticks, but it was perfect, and he ran out of bounds 1 yard, so a gain of 9.
But good opportunity
21,
for the field goal kicker to have something somewhat manageable. There's still got
38-yarder here.
Yeah, still got some decent distance on it, but definitely something we could take care of.
42 is his range, so let's see. Ball in the near hash mark. And I think Jesuit's going to call timeout.
Ice him up. Okay.
That's okay.
We're about the Les Miles on and
perfect.
flip it to the kicker and let him run for a touchdown.
He probably could hit it from 45. Last time he tried something that far, he had the distance, but the accuracy was a little off.
We still got 4 seconds left. That one only took 4. Not too bad.
I like that. So Mike, and I think this is his wheelhouse here. This is like on the upper end of his range.
Yeah, I think we could definitely get it. You've got to have a good snap, hold, kick on rhythm. Don't take your time. A lot of times that happens. You'll see that even the lower levels, especially. The guys have to put a little bit more foot into it, so they pause for like a quarter more second, and then that block comes because it's not a regular hold, snap, kick on rhythm, that kind of thing. Snap, hold, kick on rhythm. So you don't have to speed it up, but you have to be on time with everything you do like normal.
Well, the good news is it's on the right hash mark. He's a right-footed kicker, so even a little bit of a swing, it's
kind of hook it in there.
I think it's perfect for him. Let's just execute. Here we go. Snap. Place. Kick is up. Looks like it has a distance.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Is it accurate?
I'm telling you. Let's go.
Good.
Yes, sir.
It's good from 38.
Attaboy.
And the Patriots walk it off at halftime with a 17-3 lead.
Way to get it. Sherry. Oh, shoot.
Look at that. We couldn't have called it any better here at the booth, huh?
That was awesome, I tell you. But good job by him. And look, we're not celebrating like we didn't think we could do it, but it's kind of a rarity for us to line up and kick a field goal, I would say. Offensively, we're usually pretty potent, and we could try to go for some things and don't have that many opportunities to kick a field goal right before half. So, yeah, we definitely got excited about that one.
Great job.
The execution. So, nice job right there by the Patriots, putting 3 more points on the board and drawing it out a little bit more, 14-point lead. Kevin, for that halftime, for that first half of action, I want to say thank you to our premier halftime sponsor. Of course, that's our good friends down at Bobby's Seafood. They're a family-owned restaurant located at 9013 Jefferson Highway in River Ridge. They were established in September 1978 and are celebrating 47 years in business. Bobby's Seafood offers daily lunch specials and fresh prepared food, hot delicious po' boys and hot boiled seafood. During crawfish season, Bobby's Seafood provides on-site catering for commercial and personal boils. Call Captain Ryan Estes and staff at 504-738-2104. That's 504-738-2104 to place your lunch orders and to book your crawfish boils. Bobby's Seafood, 738-2104, proud sponsor of Fighting Patriot Football. And the best news, I told you this summer, I told the boys, I said, man, these little suckers, they so damn spoiled, the boys and girls. I said, I don't have to buy you lunch every day. You don't have to go out every day. You guys fix yourself a sandwich. And I'm telling you, every day. We go to Bobby's. They take the golf cart. They ride across the highway. They try to go to Bobby's all the time. I'm like, goodness gracious, guys, you're wearing me out. But, of course, when you got food that good, it's hard to surrender.
Well, I've been there 3 times this week, so I understand.
Amen.
So I get it. Here's the first half scoring recap. Really, first quarter, no score. Good defensive play by both sides. But if you're an offensive guy, you might have said something sloppy on the offense, but I don't think so. I think that both defenses played well. Jesuit got on the board first with 10 minutes to go in the half. Cabo kicked a 39-yard field goal, putting the Blue Jays up 3-0. The Patriots answered with a 5-play drive going 72 yards in distance, taking 2:34 off the clock. Paget hit Dufresne on a beautiful 58-yard pitch and catch. Hernandez's PAT put the Patriots up 7-3 at the 7:25 mark. Then with 36 seconds to go in the half, Roboski had a 14-yard touchdown run. Hernandez PAT made it Patriots 14, Blue Jays 3, and that capped off a 9-play drive going 79 yards of distance. Excuse me, taking 4:24 off the clock. And then the Blue Jays, with 30 seconds, had the ball, trying to move it down the field a little bit. They gained maybe 20 yards, and then Tapp undercut the outside route, intercepted it, returned it back to the 28-yard line of Jesuit. We gained 9 on first down because we only had 8 seconds to go, and then Hernandez, with 4 seconds left, walked it off with a 38-yard field goal right down the pipe. Put the Patriots up 17-3 at the halftime score. So I think the second quarter, after some adjustments, the Patriots, I don't say they played bad, but they obviously played. But let's just say that they executed better in the second quarter than the first quarter. But great job of the defense. They've been stout all game long. And offense started to put it together, and I think we make a few more adjustments. It could be a little bit more of the same in the second half.
Well, I think that's the biggest thing, Kevin. You get stronger as the game goes on. That's what you always ask for. You're getting coached up. You understand what they're trying to do to you offensively and defensively. You start to get into rhythm of the game. The quarterback settles down a little bit, start to put some points on the board. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far after the first half. Obviously, we wanted to speed it up a little bit quicker, but where we're at right now is pretty darn good. Kicking that field goal, getting the momentum, swing right back in our favor going into halftime. And as I was watching when you were talking, you had Jerry Godfrey, Jeff Curtis talking in a little huddle, and then you had Bryce Godfrey and Dagan Bruno down there just kind of talking a little bit of football, seeing where we're at and what we're doing, and then they take that right into the locker room and talk over with the kids. What are you seeing, Coach? Where are we at? The angles, the alignment, everything counts right here. So you got to get out there, open up the playbook, put the board on the ground, start chalking it up and seeing where we're at, and open the line of communication. So you got to love that.
Yep. Well, something we've been doing since 2011. We have what's called a Parade of Champions interview series, and happy to have this week Coach Jared Beeve Fabacher with us. So, Coach, usually we have you up in the booth, but unfortunately with Robbie being gone with the technology here, he felt comfortable with you being more on the sideline than up in the booth and not being able to have the headset set up. But we apologize for not having you up here, but we appreciate you joining us here at halftime. If you don't mind, just tell our listeners a little bit about yourself, how long you've been at John Curtis Christian School, and what activities did you participate as a student?
Yeah, thank you all for having me. It's nice being down here, so being up in the box, I don't know if I'd be up there,
Yeah, my boys, he's all the way. I'm looking at you through the glasses here, B. My boy's down there on the sideline, on the bench all by himself. Tell Mickey, don't be bothering you now. I see Mickey crouching on you, so don't. But yeah, Beeves all there down by himself. He looks like a seasoned reporter down there with the mic.
It feels good.
That boy. I tell you, Beef, tell us about the weather. I mean, that October weather feels like it's finally hitting. Is it cool tonight, or is it still pretty hot and humid?
No, it feels pretty good out here. I got a little long sleeve on with some pants. It's comfortable.
Gotta love it. Gotta love that
Absolutely.
Football weather.
But yeah, getting back to the question earlier, I started at John Curtis in 1997 as a student. Ended up graduating in 2005. Did my years in college, and then I came back to John Curtis in 2010. So this is year number 16 for me.
Awesome.
And I coached varsity for somewhere around 8 or 9 years, and then went into junior high football full time, and then also involved with varsity softball, and I'm the FCA director at John Curtis. So stay busy, and also a little bit here and there the tennis head coach.
Nice. There you go.
We're going to get to the FCA part in a second. That's really the reason why I wanted you on this broadcast. But real quick, talk about your interaction with the softball and the 8th grade football team, the job you've done, and then, of course, your relationship with the students.
Yeah, I mean, I got thrust into softball back in 2013. I came here as a baseball coach, and then, I got thrown into that world, but it's been nothing short of amazing. Coaching girls is different, but it was amazing in itself. It's a different game. It's a little fast, but it's great. The girls have been very receptive. They listen very well. They take coaching very well, and we got some tough girls. Those girls play hard. They compete, and we're dancing around that championship every year. They fight hard. And so that's been a blessing. Then I had 3 girls, so I guess it's meant for me to coach.
That's right.
To coach the softball.
I was just about to say that, Beeb. Now tell us about how many championships you were around when you played, and then now as a coach of softball, how many?
Yeah, as a player in football, I competed in 4 state championships. I lost my junior year. We won 3 of them. And then in baseball, freshman year, won a state championship. Sophomore year, we lost in the semifinals with one of the best teams we had. We didn't play our best game that day, but it happens. And unfortunately, I didn't win another baseball state championship. That was it for me. But for softball as a coach, man, 2013, we ended up winning 4 in a row. And, we've won back-to-back a couple years later, and then we won last year. So, it's, 6 or 7 as a coach for softball. Football, I don't remember over those 9 years.
Too many,
We won a lot. We had a good run for a good while there.
That's fantastic. Now, Beeve, tell me about, obviously, I know you well now, been around you for a bunch of years, obviously played with your brothers, you being a little younger than me, but I've had the opportunity of you coach my boys a little bit. You're coaching Madden with the 8th grade football team. Tell us about that team this year. How's it going, and how has your maturation as a head coach from the 8th grade been, or 7th and 8th grade been, over your bunch of years doing it?
Yeah, so this year's team is we're small in numbers, but we're big in size. We got a physical group. They play hard. They're athletic, and right now I think we're about 8-0, 9-0. Been playing well. We got one more game next week against Archbishop Shaw on Wednesday, but I mean, they've been playing their tails off. They've had to grow a little bit this year. That's one of the things about dropping down from the older guys to the young guys, just trying to instill that discipline and attention to detail that Coach JT's taught us all these years, and trying to get these guys to understand that is hard because they're used to just doing things athletically and not doing it for a reason.
Right.
And then as we're trying to teach these details, they're like, Coach, but I made a good run yesterday. I cut all the way across the field. I said, well, you're not going to do that in 2 years. Those guys are going to be just as fast as you because they're going to be 2 or 3 years older than you. And I said, you stick to the path. You stick to the plan. You know, we'll get our 5 or 6 and we'll keep going. But, you know, it's good. It's a learning experience. It's a humbling experience. But coaching the young guys as a head coach, I never had the desire to be a head coach in my life. I was complacent in a good way to just, you know, serve who I was under, but, you know, talk to these kids about Jesus and all those good things. But when that opportunity came and Coach JT called me in the office and said, hey, you know, we've coach is leaving. We're going to kind of need to know if you'd like to be the head coach of junior high. I said, well, I mean, I would love to, but I don't really know much about the offense. I played defense here. I coached defense here. I could tell you the plays, but not how they're run. So, you know, I had to get to the grind. I had to switch over on varsity. I moved to receivers. I learned the offense, learned the technique, the blocking assignments, and, man, it was work. You know, I put in time for that. But now, you know, as the seasons have gone on, I think this is, you know, year 6 maybe as junior high head coach. And, man, we're mixing in some wrinkles that the varsity's running and just kind of showing these guys, you know, all the variations that we can run out of our offense. It's been pretty cool, man.
That's awesome.
100%.
You know, one of the reasons why I wanted you on this broadcast, and I, you know, asked you about a month ago, about a couple years ago, Danny and I decided personally to be fishers of men, and how can we use this platform, you know, because I did a speech at Danny's fellowship of Follow Fellowship a few years back, and, you know, what's your boat, right? Well, and, you know, what's your fish and your net, meaning what's my boat? So for us, Danny and I, this broadcast is our boat, you know, our arena. Where are we? Where can we, you know, get the word out? And, of course, what's our fish, our talent? Well, to be able to speak. And, of course, what's your net? What's prevent me from doing it? So we decided to be more proactive. And I wanted you to be on this broadcast to talk to our listeners about you. And I'm proud of you, one, for being a fellow Patriot and a great human being and a dad, but being a brother in Christ. And then what you do personally, and you just mentioned a second ago, talking to these kids, but not just the boys, but also the girls. And talk about how the SCA has grown to over 120 students and what you are doing to get the word out and how the movement at school is just, it's hard to explain, but I mean, there's something going on, not just at Curtis, but around the nation. And I'm glad that you are the one that's leading the way. So talk to us about that.
Yeah, man, I got the goosebumps, or the free songs as they call it.
Yeah, you're right.
Just mentioning, you know, the movement that's happening, and it's not me, you know, so I don't take credit for that. Obviously, that's Jesus. That's the Spirit of God. But, you know, this started long before I got here. Coach Michael Robb was here for 40 or more years, and he led FCA faithfully, and I got to witness that. And then being around these coaches, Coach JT and all the others, just constantly, Mr. Curtis Sr. at the chapels, he'd recline in his seat, and he'd talk to us in the gym we're supposed to be 15 to 20 minutes, but it ended up being an hour. And all those things started playing back as I got older. And then when I got saved, you know, the Lord said, look, I want you to go back, and I want you to tell those kids about Jesus. I didn't know what that looked like. I didn't know how that was going to pan out. I sent an email to Coach Jeff and Coach Johnny, and I said, hey, guys, look, I got saved, and he's telling me to email you guys. I want to come back. I want to coach, teach, and tell these kids about Jesus.
Amen.
And then from that moment, it was full go. You know, they said absolutely, 100% would love to have you. I graduated from LSU, and then I was plugged in that August. And ever since, man, it's just been the grind. You know, like they always talk about the harvest. Everybody wants to harvest. They want to see all the fruits. They want to collect all the things that feel good. But for the first 8 or 9 years, even when Coach Rob was here, just walking alongside of him and just learning, and he's saying, look, we got to keep plowing. You know, the time's coming for a harvest. The time's coming. Just stay to it. Keep telling these kids about Jesus, and you'll see it. And then slowly, you know, I got to baptize one student, one of my softball players, and I was like, man, that feels good, you know, that somebody's seeing Jesus. And a couple of years later, I baptized 2 more softball players. You know, again, this is nothing for me. The teammates started talking about Jesus, and then they started going to church, and then they just said, hey, like, we'd like you to do it because we're not really in a church right now. And since then, you know, and then so much more lately, the Spirit of God is just moving. And there's a hunger, you know, for righteousness. You know, you always see people talking about being a Christian, being a Catholic, you know, just knowing Christ, but there's no evidence in the way they live their life. You know, it's just a duty that they do and go to church and, you know, mark it off the checkbox. But, you know, Christianity is more about knowing who Jesus is and letting him live through you. So it's not just Sunday, it's every day of the week. Our lives are supposed to reflect who he is. And just telling those kids about that and showing them that there's more than just church and religion, that God is accessible, that people can have an experience that'll change their life. And it's not just a one-time thing, I meet Jesus and everything's good, but it's a everyday, ongoing communion with the Father. And Jesus is present, and to feel his presence every day, you can't help but want to share that with everybody. And I think as of lately, there's been just a growth in FCA, and it's genuine students who've come to know Jesus. They've come alongside of me, and they're like, Coach, we want to talk about Jesus. I said, well, look, I'll step out the way, and I'll let you guys talk to your students. They don't need to hear it from me. They need to hear it from you guys. They want to see other people that are their age talking about Jesus. So the students have taken over, and I talk with them, I meet with them, and then they tell me what they're going to talk about, and then they're telling students about Jesus. We pack it out with about 65 students at second lunch and probably another 70 to 65 at first lunch. And I mean, they're showing up. And there's no free food, there's no anything. They're just to come and hear the Word of God. So it's been a blessing to see Jesus moving. And the harvest is now. There's a lot of people coming to know Jesus.
Amen. Amen. We love that, Beav. We appreciate all those kind words and talking about Jesus. And I think you're right. You know, when you could kind of get to a point that the kids are catching fire and they're taking over and they're saying, not only do we want this, but we want to be shepherds as well. We want this for other people, and we want to talk about it. We want to kind of take the reins and make this movement positive in this school. And that's part of the reason why I love this school so much, is that you see Jesus moving in the school each and every day through people like you and the other coaches and Coach Rob and FCA. And so it's such a positive, beautiful thing to see these young men and women. And back in the day, we didn't do it together. The girls' FCA was separate, the boys' FCA was separate, and now we do it together. And I can remember last year at my house, you baptized a couple of students then. And shoot, we probably had, 90 kids at the house, and it was a fantastic night.
Yeah, I think it's just important to have the girls and the guys together because, you know, the moment they leave, they're going to be together anyway.
Real world.
They've got to learn to talk about these things together. Learn to, obviously, you can go deeper individually with guys and girls in their own separate things, but they need to hear this together. You know, they need to see each other coming together as opposite sexes, and then learning to hear that and apply that together. So, I mean, that's one reason I think it's grown, is because they want to come together. Right. You know, they don't want to split up. They're all friends, and they all want to see each other develop, and it's just been great.
I totally agree with that. You know, Danny gave me the opportunity February 24 to speak at his fellowship. And it was, you know, when you get to talk and share the word with even adults, you know, I felt really good. I guess the Holy Spirit was with me, but I got the opportunity, Mr. Weaver, asked me to go. I think it was October 8th. It was early this month. And I did the Wednesday first lunch. I guess that's was that the 7th through freshman, I think, lunch?
Yeah,
is that right?
yeah,
Yep.
7th through
And
freshman.
I couldn't count the kids, but let me tell you something. It was up in Brandon's class. Probably 60 kids, I guess.
Yep.
And but I had to do it quick because, I'm known to talk the horns off a goat. So they real quick eating at lunch. Only had like 10 minutes. So we got to get in and get it out. And fortunately, God was with me. He made it. I was pithy. But when I walked out there, I was like, man, that just felt good.
Got some things moving.
You know, it just, I don't know, it just felt good to share the word. And until you do it, you don't know how good it feels. So I can imagine what you go through, because you're reaching a lot of kids on a daily basis, whether through school, the academics or the sports. So, we're obviously proud of you and thank you for what you're doing, because obviously the seeds that you're, planting today will be the oak trees down the future. So,
Yeah, I mean, God says, go and make disciples, so that's what we're going to do. And, whatever that cost may be, hopefully we're building that here, not only to be champions in life, but in our faith. I think that'll impact the world.
hey, we have several thousand people listen to us on a live broadcast, and of course a lot of people come back on the archive. We only have a few more minutes here, but somebody who may not be going to Curtis, the young kid, or even a young adult, or even an adult, right now, what would you say to somebody just to get them to think about Jesus and get them the right way? Well, just go ahead and I'll give you the platform.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's perfect. Everybody is a sinner, and that's why Jesus had to come.
Yeah.
And I think once we reflect on that and understand that we have an opportunity to know God and not just to know about him, to gain knowledge about him. It's not just about the knowledge. The Pharisees, the Sadducees, they all had the knowledge about Christ and God, in the Old Testament, but when God came, they couldn't see him. And the whole point is that we can see God, we can know God, we can have an intimate relationship like we have with each other, with our parents, with our brothers. We can have that with Christ, and it'll change a life. I don't believe anybody can meet Jesus face to face and leave the same person they were when they met him.
Amen.
So I just, I encourage anybody, like if you don't know, if you know, talk to him. Raw, honest truth, he wants everything from you. If you got bad things to say to him, you're angry, you're frustrated, let it out. Let him know. He can take it, he can bear it. And, just start communicating with God. Be open the Bible. Read it. He'll speak to you. The word is active, it is alive, it's sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing the heart and mind. And that's powerful stuff. So you just got to be consistent as in anything. Keep searching for God, and, he'll be there.
Amen.
Danny, any more questions?
No, Beav, I love you, my brother. I'm glad that you and I are able to hang out a lot more recently with you coaching my Madden, and you're going to coach them both next year. So good luck to you, by the way.
Oh yeah.
But I love you as a brother, man, and I'm happy to know you and happy to develop more of a relationship with you as the years go on, and I'm so proud of the work that you're doing.
I appreciate it, man.
Amen. Thank you for joining us, B. We appreciate you, buddy. We'll have you back again.
God bless,
Yes, sir.
buddy.
Thank you for having me.
Yep.
All right, bud.
Yeah, and I think it's so important,
Wow.
Kevin, to just, understand. And he talked about the men and the women being together, doing it together, having opportunities to be together. Because guess what? That pressure that they feel, even though sometimes, most of the time, it's not warranted. It's no big deal. You're going to look back in 10 years and say the things that I thought were important aren't important.
Right.
But for them to carry each other's crosses together, share the burdens, understand the stresses, understand that we're going to come out okay on the far side, that that love is going to push through, and that we can help each other in a way. Because before I was a believer, I can remember how much stress I put on the little things, right? Like, understanding where I was in society, or what kind of player I was, or the friends that I had, or the car that you drove, or the things that you did. None of that stuff matters.
No.
Literally means nothing. And this life is a blink of an eye, right, in as far as eternity goes. And I think that having these kids to have the opportunity to have an open platform to talk about love and grace and mercy and all those things is so vital.
Amen. Turn it down to Coach JT and the boys behind to run through.
Hey, now look, hey, when we pop this, stay on top of it, let's take it to him in a
And here come the Fighting Patriots of John Curtis Christian School.
And to kind of continue that, Kevin,
go ahead. We got a few minutes.
That sentiment, I can remember what Beeve talked about. I can remember, I'm not joking you, I can remember as a 7th grader first getting to Curtis and sitting in one of the chapel services, and the dude is up on a ladder preaching, telling a story. And God forgive me, I don't remember the story, but I can remember thinking in my head before I was a Christian, this crazy old man's going to fall and kill himself, right? But if it meant saving my soul, he would have done it 100 times.
Yeah.
And that your life has changed, my life has changed, and everybody else's that's had an opportunity to know Mr. Curtis and JT and the family, life has changed because of the promise of Jesus Christ. So it's crazy how time, does a lot of things in your life, but God will put certain people in your life to reveal himself. And I guess what I'm really trying to say is I'm proud to be a Patriot.
Amen. Well, just think about this. This is our boat. And remember 2018, we had Father City at the Jesuit game, the playoff game.
Yep.
And then I had a gentleman at the Big Blue Auction 5-6 months later came to me and said, man, I was listening to broadcasts because I was always wanting to go back to church. I hadn't been to church in several years, and I heard that something pulled on my heart, and I went and called Father City, and a week later went to confession. I've been going to church ever since.
Wow.
So we don't know, even this, who we could have affected.
Right,
so,
100%.
Amen.
And
thank you to the Curtis family for allowing us the opportunity to do this.
Oh, 100%.
Because some people broadcast can't do this.
Can't do this. In a lot of countries you live in, you can't do this either. You can't worship openly. But I will say, Kevin, just for a little short time, if you do want to get involved, you can be involved. You're an adult. You want to get involved in our Father's Fellowship at the house or within school. Come see me. Reach out to Kevin or I, and we'll put you on the group meet. We usually do it about every 5 or 6 weeks at my house. It's probably growing a little bit too much for the house. But we talk about Jesus. Juan cooks some great food. We all share in the food, and then fellowship. We have a speaker later. So it's a good time.
Patriots were an onside kick. I think we might have gotten it, Danny.
I think we did get it.
Hernandez dribbled it, and we got it.
Amen. Attaboy.
Patriots with the ambush.
Nice
got it
call.
at the Blue Jay 48-yard line.
Nice call right there.
So how about this? We stole a possession right before half, got a field goal, and now we get it back.
That's fantastic. Great call, Kevin. And that comes through film study, recognition, understanding where you're at. If those guys are leaving early on the kick, they're trying to get back there for that deep returner. And sometimes you'll see it with some of the big guys. You could chase them down quick, so they're trying to leave a step or two early. So if they're turning it back, you could just do that little squib onside kick, and the kicker was right there to be able to get it. So nice execution for the Patriots on that opening kickoff of the second half.
Quick shout out to Coach Malcolm Ojon. He was enjoying the broadcast at halftime. We appreciate you. Thanks for listening, man. 1st and 10 Patriots. We got a slot in a split near side. Handoff to Boudreaux up the middle. Either no gain or maybe one. Let's see.
Well,
let's go with no gain, 2nd and 10.
Thanks, Miss Kathy. I appreciate that. You're going to make me teary-eyed. Miss Kathy Rickner said, good story in Dad. With Dad, he loved you and all his students. God saved him and totally changed his life. Praise God. We wouldn't be the same without him.
Amen. 2nd down 10. Same formation, slot near side. We'll go to the left. I believe Paget kept it. He's going to get it to the 45-yard line, so only a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 8 here.
All right, here we go. After that onside kick recovery, Kevin, got to have some more action. Got to get something going here on this drive to basically reward ourselves on special teams for such an outstanding play. So here we go on this opening drive. You listen to us live on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. Stick with us. It's going to be a lot of second-half action.
Yep.
Hopefully from the Patriots.
Slot left. Let's see if we do a quick zip and get around that corner. Nope, we do counter option instead. Leday, ball hits the ground, but Leday picks it up, and he's in trouble. Maybe a better pitch might have been an opportunity to be successful. But
yeah, that was a tough one, Kevin. That was a little counter option play, just coming back in. You got to whip your head around, expect him to be there early. London did a good job, but I tell you what, 15 got in the backfield totally quick.
Yep.
And that was a tough one.
Well, credit to Jesuit defense by not allowing us to score in that drive. So we have to punt it. Low snap, Lacron gets it. Nice high spiral kick near side. LeRae is going to let it drop and hit the ground, and we're going to get it at the, looks like the 4-yard line is where we're down at. So nice job there by the Patriots. 10:08 to go in the third. First and 10. Blue Jays at their own 8-yard line.
Kevin got a shout out from Tony Cunningham. He said, Gabe and I are listening to you guys. Doing a great job.
Hey.
Gabe's loving the broadcast. Tell Kevin I said hello. I appreciate that.
Awesome.
Tony's back to a River Ridge boy.
Hey.
You know, he built on a lot on Walter Road, and
right.
you know, it's good to have him listening to us live. Gabe's got a bright future, and going to enjoy watching him play as well. And yeah, don't be a stranger, my boy.
Kevin and Kelly watching at the house in Harahan. Go Big Blue. Also, Doug Carter and David Berg, in Lulen from the pool checking in. Nice. Twins near side split top of the field. Cerruti and Palmisano. Palmisano takes the handoff, comes near side. There we go.
Nice job right there.
Julian shot the gap and dropped him for a 3-yard loss to the 5.
Yep, nice job. Just keep running, keep running. He did a good job of pushing the point there, recognizing it, shooting the gap, seeing it, and getting back in the backfield. Linebackers see, you know, it's funny when you see linebackers that are able to use vision like a running back. They're able to see that hole, open it up, come downhill, and be able to make that tackle in the backfield. That's exactly what happened. Nice pursuit right there, shooting the gap and getting in the backfield for the loss.
Yep.
Something, my boy. Big Nick up here.
Second down. Palmisano with the handoff goes to the right. Gets the loss of yardage back and maybe 1 to the 9.
What is this, Nah Productions? Huh? Nah Studios. Yeah, our boy Nick. Remember Nick back in the day helping us out on the camera, and now he's got Nah Studios, and he is, and that's N-A-H. Yeah, I see him on the gram all the time doing the Curtis games. Glad he's up here with us and taking some film and pictures and everything, and letting these kids see themselves in live action.
Actually, he didn't get as much as it looked like. Third down and 11. They have to get it to the 19.
All right, here we go. Get upfield. Let's get going.
Sullivan drops back to pass, looks to his right. He's going to fire deep down the far sideline. Has a man, and they might call interference. Do they?
I don't know.
No. Yeah, they do late.
Yeah,
they did.
Looked like we ran up his back at the very end, Kevin.
I'm not surprised.
I think they hit us with the double move. Yeah, they went with the out and up.
Yeah, he pulled his shirt.
And to be honest with you, I think Jaden was in good position. I don't really think he needed to do that.
Yeah.
You know, Jaden can run pretty well. So I think he was literally right there on him. I think he thought he got beat worse than he did. If he just holds on to, runs with him, I think he might be able to make the play. But that's tough.
And no, the ball was thrown outside. He wasn't going to catch it anyway.
Yep.
Papa Mimi, Preston Page, Natalie Guidry checking in on the big TV. Appreciate you guys. So, unfortunately, the penalty now makes it 1st and 10, Blue Jays. The ball was now spotted at the Blue Jay.
But you got to remember, it was
22.
3rd and 11, so they were giving themselves an opportunity to run the double move to maybe have a big play or a pass interference. They got the first down. And Blue Jays driving.
Yep. Cerruti is the halfback now. He'll take the handoff. He'll go to the right. Crosses the 25. They're going to mark him at the 27-yard line. Gain of 3. A little more than that. Gain of 4. Yeah, historically in recent years, especially last year, the Blue Jays gashed us on that play up the middle.
Yeah.
Palmisano was the wrecking ball last year, but Cerruti has done a nice job for him tonight as well. Now they'll send the receiver in motion across the formation near side. So Twins near side. Play action pass, they throw it far side, out route, caught. That ball was thrown.
Yep, nice timing.
3 steps before he even broke. Yep.
Nice job by the quarterback,
down.
just not wanting to take a hit, catching the ball from center and finding the laces and getting it out of his hands with some room to run for the receiver.
They're going to spot it at the 37-yard line. Cerruti's the halfback, lines up to the right of Sullivan. Play action pass again, same play.
Same play.
Yep. That's Burks. The reception on both of them.
Got a shout out from Coach Matt Weaver.
Hey, man.
He said, yo, fellas, great work, Beeve. Great word.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Well, I didn't. Okay, thank you so much, Matt, for telling me. I totally forgot to tell Beeve. So our Fathers Fellowship group, I told everybody on the group meet, but more importantly, FCA is having a family night that's next Tuesday, 6:30 to 8 o'clock. I have to find the group meet, Kevin. I'm going to find it. Go ahead.
They quick handoff to Cerruti, but tell you what, Danny, Zaire Shepard got in the backfield and tackled him for a 2-yard loss. It was going to be 2nd and 1. Now it's 3rd and a long, let's call it 4 now.
So,
long 3.
So FCA night is next Tuesday at the high school. It's 6:30 to 8 p.m. In the at high school girls gym. Yeah, the guest speaker is Daniel Ritchie. Now, if you've never heard Daniel Ritchie, Daniel is the guy that has, I believe he has no arms and no legs. And he talks about how Jesus basically saved his life. And he travels around the country talking about Jesus. It's going to be an unbelievable testimony coming from him. Next Tuesday, 6:30 to 8 o'clock. They're going to have pizza, drinks. Come on, bring the kids, bring the family. Everybody show up and support and listen about Jesus. It's going to be
great. They gave it to Cerruti up the middle again. Patriots stopped him for 1. He's shy by 1 yard, but they're going to keep the offense on the field. It's 4th and about a yard and a half.
I got a shout out from Coach Jubenville.
Hey.
Said, love the interview with Beeve. Great player for us, and the words were solid. Y'all do a great job, Coach Ju. Appreciate that, my brother.
Yeah. All right, big 4th down play here. Tight twins to the right. Quarterback under center. They're going to get a little fly sweep to the right, and they're going to get it more. Turner ripped them down, but it's
Yep, no face mask, though.
Benjamin Neff on this little quick handoff. I say a fly sweep. He lined up a little slot back and just went to the right, got the handoff, and turned the corner, got the first down.
Yeah, Coach Weaver said, yeah, he does not have arms. I appreciate you. But he's going to talk about his struggles with here. Let me see.
1st and 10 from the Patriot 46.
Juan said, y'all having Friday night church. Amen.
Quarterback keeper goes to the right. Barron runs him down after a short gain.
Way to get there, Barron. Continue to run.
40.
And that's the biggest thing. You want to be able to swarm on defense. You want your guys to be able to get to the football and run and make tackles in the open field. Barron's done a great job for us over the last few years. I mentioned what a good athlete he is earlier. Being able to run, use his speed and quickness. I think he's going to be a player on the next level, Kevin, be able to go play somewhere. You know, it's a lot tougher these days to get scholarships on the college level. A lot of guys have to go JUCO, but I think he's going to have an opportunity with his height, speed, size, strength. He can go a lot of different places, like I mentioned.
2nd and about 6. Cerruti with the handoff goes to the route, bounces it outside. And tell you what, the Patriots got on him quick at the
As I talked
39.
about, I thought he was getting held by the right tackle there a little bit, and couldn't get outside. It was quick though. You might not see that. But yeah, they're running the ball, Kevin. That's the big thing. They're controlling the line of scrimmage a little bit with those big offensive linemen. You know, the only thing that I haven't seen is the quarterback run the ball very much to hurt us. You know, he can run the ball. He's gotten outside a little bit. He's gained a few yards, but I think it's mostly been up the gut.
Yep. 3rd and 3 from the 39. Send receiver motion near side. They'll throw it to him. That's number 6. They got him in the backfield.
Good job right there, Prentice.
Great job of Mackion.
Prentice is a guy, Kevin, that is hard to block on the perimeter. He's a big kid, comes up with some force, uses his hands, great eyes, seeing it in the backfield, gets off, sheds that block, and he's able to get back there. You know, but Prentice is a big dude. I'd say, what do we have him listed at? He's 6'1", 190 pounds. He's a junior, and you know, he's a good player. He's going to be another kid that plays after his senior campaign next year on the next level.
Well, go ahead.
Excited about watching him.
That tackle for loss actually forces the Blue Jays to punt it. Turner's going to stand back at the Patriot 10. 3:42 to go in the 3rd. Clock is running. Little rugby style, kicked in away from Turner.
Good punt.
Yeah,
good punt, angled out.
Ooh.
Keep walking up. Keep walking up. I tell you, he might have pinned that sucker on the 10.
I think it's inside. No, he keep walking up.
He's walking.
Is that Gordon? Is that the 9-yard line?
Right about the 9-yard line.
Got it. So with 3:30 to go in the 3rd, 1st and 10, Patriots from their 9-yard line.
I mean, that was a bomb, Kevin. That thing came off with a spiral. Great punt.
Scoring update at halftime. Carr 35, Warren Easton 12.
Jesse Lyles checking in from West Monroe. Said you guys are doing a great job. Let's go Patriots. I want to say congratulations to his baby boy. He just graduated Army basic training yesterday.
Nice.
So congratulations to him and Dominic.
Tight twins near side. Paget keeps it. And they're going to stop him at the 13-yard line. Thank you.
Again, Kevin, I know you guys think the same way that I do. We got to get some more points in the game and put this thing away. What we haven't done in past weeks is put teams away.
Right.
We've struggled a little bit. We know we've had a good fourth quarter or a good third quarter, but not a good both, and putting teams away. We've had some good games that we stepped in and we thought we were better than opponents. We were kind of going to, it was going to be a one-sided game, but then we didn't really take control throughout the stretch of the ball game. So I want to see us march the ball down the field, put 7 more points on the board, and then be able to take a deep breath.
That little fade down the far sideline, wide open. It's Horton.
This is what I'm talking about.
Race.
Let's go.
He gone. They ain't going to catch him.
Nope. No, he's a track guy. You're not going to catch him.
Sniper took out the referee.
Ref goes down. Pick him up. Get those hands up.
You got a facial at the goal line, but with 2:37 to go.
I don't know if we got him on film. Hold up. Did we? He was trying to move a little too quick. No, we didn't get it. That would have been classic. But nice job there by the offensive line. And the pitch and catch from London to DJ. So a nice job right there. DJ is, Derek Horton Jr. He is 5'10", 170-pound senior, and he's been electric for us all year. Pretty much our Mr. Dependable this year as a senior, and he's done a great job for us. Very dependable for London, standing back there, being able to survey the field and get it to his deep threat. Nice job by the Patriots. Whew, and, I said something, they answered. They heard me. Said, let's put it away. Let's go do what we got to do.
Patriots line up for the PAT. Hernandez to kick it. Snap. Place. Kick is up. And it's good. So with 2:37 to go in the third period, it's the Patriots 24, the Blue Jays 3.
Kevin, for that scoring drive, I want to say thank you to Smash That Burgers. Smash That Burgers is serving up juicy hand-pressed patties, crispy fries, creamy milkshakes, and they all hit the spot. Swing by before the games or during the week, 10202 Jefferson Highway in River Ridge, right across the street from the high school. The old Mr. Po' Boys is now Smash That Burgers. For bold flavors, smiles, and burger bliss, walk in, call ahead, order online for pickup at SmashThatBurgers.com. 10202 Jefferson Highway. Smash that craving with Smash That Burgers.
Denny, that was a two-play drive going 91 yards in distance, taking 53 seconds off the clock. Paget to Horton from 87 yards out. Pitch and catch. Hernandez PT makes the Patriots 24 and Blue Jays 3 with 2:37 to go here in the third.
And one of the Jesuit fans said, man, where's the veer? Y'all are throwing it a lot, huh? When you can pitch and catch it and the offensive line blocks well, and you got a quarterback that can throw and receivers that can catch, you got to do what you have to do to stay balanced like we've talked about and get it done. So congratulations to the offense as well as the defense for getting the ball back for us. And special teams, no greater time than now to get noticed if you're a young pup getting out there on kickoff team. Get down there and smoke somebody for smoke that hit of the week.
Well, I was about to say, if we don't have one a defensive hit, how about we might have to put Paget to Horton from 87 yards. We might have to make that
I'm down with that. Smoke them pass.
Yeah.
All right. I'm cool with that.
Hit him with the okie doke from 87 yards out.
Hey.
Looking Bill to kick it. Left-footed kicker here. Burks, the near side halfback, and I believe that's Cerruti, the right side. We'll kick it deep this time. Burks from the 14. Little middle turn, has a hole, bounces it. It's a flag. He's going to cross the 35 to the 36-yard line, but that may come back. Let's see what the call is.
I don't know. I think they were. Got to be holding on them, huh?
Holding on Blue Jays.
Yep. Good job of those guys down running with there. I thought they had something. Saw the hole open up momentarily down the field, but sometimes a holding will do that. But good job by the Patriots running down there trying to make a big hit.
Looks like the 18-yard line's the official line of scrimmage now.
Who do you think's had more kickoffs? Looking Bill or?
I think it was almost 50-50.
Yeah.
It was close.
No, I was just.
If there's an edge, it's maybe one or two more kicks.
Yeah.
But that was Hernandez that did the little ambush onside to open up the second half.
Yep. That's right. Yeah.
I wonder if we call that ambush like the Saints did.
Nah.
First and 10, Blue Jays. Cerruti's the halfback. Play action pass. He looks near side. Sullivan does. Hits it. Big tight end out in the flat. That's it's
Palmisano.
Palmisano just leaked him out in the flat.
Yeah, Palmisano's 6'1".
He looks like a tight end.
205 pounds, a big boy. Runs well.
Got it to the 23-yard line.
All right, here we go, Patriots. Do it again defensively. Let's get up in that quarterback space. Get in those rush lanes, get upfield, make something happen here.
1:45 and counting. Play action pass. Sully looks deep, throws it far as it, and they got it caught. Got it beat by a step. Then we're going to drag him down just past the 20.
I'm telling you,
Burks.
Kevin, right before they snapped it, I was just about to say, it looks like they pretty much have Jaden Turner one-on-one outside, but he crossed the safety's face, kind of got over the top of him. We got to get on that hash and get deep as the deepest. Don't let the guy run over your head. And he ran a skinny post and kind of just ran right by us, but good thing for us is our guys hustled and made the tackle after the reception. Give your defense a chance.
Let's say at the 16-yard line of the Patriots, so big play there for the Blue Jays. Cerruti with the handoff right up the middle. And he's near the 10-yard line. About a gain of 6 there. It was around this time last week where we kind of just relaxed a little bit.
Flat. Yep.
We got to play a full, like you said, a full quarters. And I understand the other team's going to make some plays. I get that. But, you know.
Used to saying they get paid too. You know, hopefully they don't get paid, but they work hard.
Cerruti, quarterback keeper.
There he goes.
Pick me out. Sullivan gets it to the 5.
Yep.
He's a big old boy. You know, he reminds me of, and I don't necessarily, this way he's shaped, reminds me of Jared Lorenzen at Kentucky. Even with the uniform.
I was hoping you weren't going to say that. But
but with the uniform.
He reminds me of a guy that I played with, Neil Suber, at Memphis. Neil was a big old boy, and you know, he before I played, I was a red shirt, and he played, and he was a big, thick kid like him.
First and goal from the 5. Cerruti to the right side, and he's close to the goal, and he's in.
Got it.
So with 2 seconds to go in the third, the Blue Jays get 6 more on the board.
I can't hear the Jesuit crowd at all, Kevin. They don't. I don't know. They just don't have a lot of people at the game tonight. I figured they'd be raring to go, trying to beat up on the Patriots, but a good job by them getting it in the end zone and scoring 6 points.
Cabo to kick the PAT. Here's a snap. Place kick is up, and it is good. So with 2 seconds to go in the third, it's now Patriots 24, the Blue Jays 10.
See if I can get another one here. I appreciate, your boys out in Alabama.
Yeah, the Downies.
That's TD's Lawn Care and Land Clearing LLC. Travis Downey and Steve Downey. Total property management, including hunting property maintenance in South Alabama. Call Travis at 205-609-8766. Steve Downey was on the first state championship team 1975 in his class in 1977. Originally, I told Kevin, I said, what are we going to do with this? I mean, they're just giving us the money. We appreciate it. Those guys supporting us. He said, no, they got a lot of guys that, you know, not only for the Patriots, but guys like Jesuit and other schools we play, Rommel and Holy Cross, they might have hunting property in Alabama, and they need a maintenance guy. I for one, need a guy in Mississippi literally right now. So much work to do all the time. You don't have enough time in the day. But anyway, give them a call. 205-609-8766. TD's Lawn Care and Land Clearing LLC. We appreciate the support of the Patriots.
We'll give a shout out to college and fraternity brother of mine, Jay Budd, listened to us. Jay went to North Shore, played the band there and at Northwestern State. Good to hear from you, buddy.
Yep.
Cabo hits it deep. Boudreaux from the 3. 10-15 comes near side. Has a nice return.
There you go. There you go.
To the 30.
Good,
nice
Toby.
return there.
Nice.
And that's going to end the third quarter of play. So at the 3 quarters of play, it's the John Curtis Christian Patriots 24, the Jesuit Blue Jays 10.
And again, Kevin, you just mentioned 24-10. So we have fourth quarter about to begin. And for that third quarter of action, I want to say thank you to our family's company, River Parish Disposal. For all your commercial garbage, give me a call at the office. Danny Wimpron, 504-738-7700. And we've been picking up your local commercial garbage for 43 years now. Give me a call, 738-7700. Visit the website at bizstinks.com. Like we've always said, our business stinks, but it's picking up.
Patriots have it 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Too tight split to the right. We'll go to right. Patrick keeps it, falls forward 2 yards to the 32.
You believe it's almost been a year since my father-in-law,
No.
the original Gator, passed away?
No.
He was October 28th, so
It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
Wow.
And, we're having a little celebration for him tomorrow at my mother-in-law's house, and so love you, buddy. Miss you very much, Mr. Weldon, the original Gator.
Boudreaux, the handoff goes to the right, has some room, bounces back inside, and Danny dragging Blue Jays near the first down marker.
I tell you what, nice job of him just continuing to pump those legs, move his feet, get downfield. You know, he had some contact, made a little move, got back down inside, had about 3 guys, and he was dragging them forward for some extra yardage. Put us in a real good position here on this 3rd down and short.
Yep. Gain of 7, 3rd down and 1. We'll go to the right. I believe that's Leday. He has the first down to the 42-yard line. It is Leday.
Yeah, even with 2 or 3 guys, Leday kind of hit the hole hard, drug those guys for a yard or 2, and got us a first down. So a nice job of getting the first, running some clock. It's 10:45 now and counting in the 4th quarter. Patriots are on top 24-10 on the Blue Jays and trying to sustain another drive to get some more points.
Slot twins to the left. And looks like
quick whistle. Yep.
We moved.
That was quick. I don't know who. Let me see here if I can see it on the replay. Yep,
Yeah,
right guard.
the guard.
All right, here we go.
Penalty is back to the 37. 1st and 15. Slot twins left. Roboski takes a handoff, goes to the left.
He's going. He's still going.
And he
Wait, what?
He was down.
Was he? Okay.
Yeah, his knee
Man,
hit.
all of a sudden I saw him just squirt out of the crowd there. I said, wait a second, hold on here.
he got 4 of the penalty yards back.
Yeah, oh, he sure did. He was all the way down. I think he got up real quick. I didn't even notice. No, got right back up. That was funny. All right, I like that.
But you know what? Because he's so small with all those guys, a referee might think he may have fallen on top of a Blue Jay.
Crazy. Yeah. I think that's probably what he thought.
Keep
got right back up and
till the whistle's blown. Keep playing.
That's right.
Same formation. Slot twins left. Martinez hand off as the back. Actually, flashing pass. Goes down to Horton down the middle of the field. Got it. And they're going to bring him down near the 10.
Tell you what, nice job. Good job by London again. Great ball placement.
He's silky smooth with his
Did a
throwing.
good job of standing in there. Knew he was going to get hit. And took it like a champ and then got down. Somebody's down.
That's Horton.
Horton's down.
He maybe fell on the ball.
Well, it's kind of one of those, you never know, because they grabbed his legs, and when you're a fast guy like that,
it's an ankle.
and you fall forward, it could be an ankle, a knee, something, Say a quick prayer for him. Can't have him, our senior dependable receiver, going down, so hopefully he's okay. Oh, he gets right up.
12-yard line.
As Berger and Andrew and Misty Siri down there to check on him, and yeah, it looks like it's probably an ankle, Kevin. He's up and moving, so hopefully he's all right. Good job by the senior with a big reception right there. All right. So got something cooking again here, Kevin. I tell you.
That was a 47-yard pitch and catch.
Good job on the play call. You got, like I said, this is something you look for. Sometimes you don't have it, and the box is soft, the safeties are deep, and those guys want to play in the box, then you're going to have your opportunities. They want to get involved in the run game, then might have something cooking. He's been down. Don't you dare call that.
He's down.
Been down.
It's been a late hit.
Yep.
Might have missed the read there, but that's okay. Good to play another down. Second and 10 for the 12.
The biggest thing for him is, and I've talked about him being a sophomore a lot because I'm very impressed by him, but you don't want to make something like a misread and all of a sudden you do something silly and you pitch it out there, right? You try to do something too much. We did that last night in an 8th grade game, a wrong play, and then we turn the wrong way, and all of a sudden we just try to throw it back there and makes it, no, you don't do that. Just eat it. We'll play the next play. It's a negative play, but it doesn't have to be a terrible play or a change of possession with a fumble or even worse, a scoop and score or something like that. So sometimes negative plays are going to happen. How do you handle it? That's another good thing I think about London. Forgets about things. You have a bad play, forget it, scratch it, move on to the next one. That's what good players, that's what good quarterbacks do. So move on to the next one. He's on the sideline right now talking to Coach. They're huddled up, trying to see what we can do here on
got an injury timeout with 8:53.
Second and 10. Yep. And can you see who that is now? I can't tell yet.
It's a Jesuit guy.
But we will.
I don't know the number.
Coach Manali's out there assessing the situation. And
it's like a leg injury.
Hopefully he's all right.
So injury timeout with 8:53 to go in the ball game. But it's the Patriots 24, the Blue Jays 10. But the Patriots are driving. It'll be second down 10 from the Blue Jay 12 when play resumes.
Gare Fallbacher said, "What's the word?" Killed a bird. What's the reason? 'Tis the season. That's it. Good job, Gare. Love you, boy. Come here, you. Shoot. Love that guy. His son, Buddy, is
Gare.
Like Baylor, my son Baylor's best friend, and they go back and forth. It's fun. But I tell you what, that little sixth grade group could be something special.
Nice.
Defensively, we got to figure it out a little bit more offensively. Probably need to add a couple linemen, another skill guy. But defensively, those suckers swarm to the ball and they'll hit you. So it's a fun group to watch. And Buddy's a really good player. A little dulled down version of Gare.
Okay.
Not going to be as big as him, but probably a little faster.
Okay.
But just like him, not scared. He'll come up and hit you.
Nice.
And did a great job. I tell you what, it was great seeing him carry. Playing strong safety a few weeks ago. We were talking about the 8th graders, how to do this. And, when that number 2 receiver tries to release, don't give him a free release. You got to put hands on. And he is knocking the crud out of this kid and just destroying the flood route to the field. And they have no options, and then we're chasing down the quarterback and making some big plays. So it's fun to watch that little group. Look forward to seeing them even more.
The ball's in the middle of the field. We got twins to the right.
I got to tell you something after this.
Roboski and Boudreaux, the halfbacks. Quarterback option to Roboski. Tries to turn the corner. Dufresne with the block.
Good, Paul. Good, Paul. Nice. Good block out there.
Job by Roboski. Gets it near the 5.
Yeah, he elevated. Tried to get some extra yards right there.
Gain of 7.
Almost got some. Somebody said you got to get Gare on the broadcast. I tell you what, that would be one for the books. That would be a classic broadcast right there to get my boy on that broadcast. So, yeah, maybe so. Oh, it's, you know what? It's a good point, Juan. Juan said he nominates the 38-yard field goal for the smash, smoke 'em.
We'll put it down
kick of the week
as a nomination.
Yep.
I like it. Third down from the 5. Leday with the handoff. And he.
Short.
Yeah, but I say he's close.
Short, okay.
So to the 3.
Whew, 4th down.
We're going for this.
Yeah, I'd say so.
7:40 and counting.
Yeah. Come on, let's go. Put it in the quarterback's hands, give him an opportunity here. And see where we're at.
Man, I don't even know if it's a full yard.
Yep.
Look at the yardstick.
They have
So we got 2 tights, split to the left.
Jamon Williams is the left side back.
And Boudreaux. I'll tell you what, quarterback keeper's there. Again. We'll give it to Boudreaux. No, he keeps it, pitches it late. Williams scores!
There you go. There you go. And something like that I don't mind. You know why? Because his hands are free and there was no perimeter defender. There's nobody out there to keep contained, and there was nobody. So he did a good job of just getting out of his hands and getting the ball in the end zone once again. So a nice job right there of making something happen on offense, and the Patriots putting 6 more points on the board. Great job.
Patriots line up for the PAT. Here's a snap. The place to kick is up, and it is good. So with 7:08 to go in the ball game, it's now Patriots 31, Blue Jays 10. Danny, that was a 9-play drive, going 70 yards in distance, taking 7:52 off the clock. Williams with a 3-yard touchdown run, and Hernandez's PAT makes it 31-10 Patriots.
Kevin, once again, I want to say thank you to our sponsors, Crane and Template. They zero balance your wheel and tires. With the Force Match Balancer, they specialize in wheel alignments on all types of vehicles, including raised or lowered vehicles. They have non-commissioned agents and nationwide warranty on all repairs performed. So give them a call, 367-1199. Go check them out at 1913 Peters Road in Harvey. Family owned and operated since 1979. 367-1199. Crane and Template, we appreciate your support of the Patriots. All right. Let's hustle down there on kickoff. Let's see if we got some.
Looks like Hernandez to kick it off this time.
Still got those first team guys in there on kickoff.
Might be a little sky kick. Let's see.
Yep.
Comes near side.
Oh, and it's
Can
stopped.
we get it? Can we get it before it goes out of bounds?
Gordon, how'd that
Woo,
look?
that's
Oh,
close.
man. I almost thought, man, they should have
13
laid
jumped on
out,
it.
slid, tried to get that ball. That was.
But good hustle by
that
us.
thing
Connor
stuck.
almost got it.
He almost did. Tell you what, Kevin, I think it stayed in bounds.
It did.
I guess
Unfortunately,
Jesuit jumped on it. We
their
couldn't
sideline
see it.
blocked us, yeah.
We couldn't see it with their sideline, like
Tell you
Kevin
what,
said.
Connor came close to getting
Ooh,
it.
yeah, that could have been
Another onside kick.
been nice.
So they get it at the 28-yard line. So with 7:08 to go in the game, 1st and 10 Blue Jays from their 28.
Yeah, kickoff, Kevin, is not really something you want hitting the ground anytime in front of you. You want to try to do everything you can to, now that one kind of angled. I think he thought it was going to hit and bounce out of bounds, and it did not.
Double twins. Cerruti is the halfback to the right. Sullivan gets the pass in center. A lot of time. Throws over the middle. Caught. Tackled immediately.
Incomplete.
No, he dropped it.
Yeah.
dropped it.
Yep.
Jaden
Okay.
Keelan was right
Keelan got
there.
him. Good.
Forced the incompletion. Nice job of Jaden recognizing the crossers and seeing him and picking him up. Jaden was on the receiver to the field and then understood that there was another guy coming across and then fell off of his guy and then picked him up.
And Julian misdirected him in the middle of the field, too, so that might have contributed to the
Nice work.
incompletion.
Nice work. Good communication.
Second down, 10.
Good communication and vision.
Sullivan steps up, rolls his right, stumbles. We're after him. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
We were on him like a hobo on a ham sandwich there.
Let's go.
6:53 to go. Ran him out of bounds. Jeffrey Curtis gave chase, as did Zaire Shepard. Update on the car game. They're up 42-12 over Warren Easton. I believe that's in the third quarter.
Yeah, let it all hang out, Carr. Don't save anything for next week. It's going to be a good battle.
Oh, yeah. Cerruti's a halfback to the left of Sullivan. Sullivan back to pass. Fires it over the middle of the field. Caught.
Yeah.
Ooh, and he's hit hard.
Yeah, changed his arm angle there. Almost
Jeffrey Curtis with the
kind of threw that one side on.
hit Burks. I tell you what, Burks is a nice little receiver.
Yeah.
Look at Jeffrey in coverage, though. Downfield.
Getting deep, seeing it, and then came across and made a nice hit.
Yep. 6:38 and counting. 1st and 10 Blue Jays from the 41-yard line. Sullivan looks to the left. He's going to throw deep down the far sideline. And, in and out of hands. I tell you, that would have been a great catch.
Yeah, I think that was
LeRae.
Luray. Had an opportunity. Romans made those catches over the last couple of years. Had another opportunity right there. It was pretty good throw by the QB, Kev.
I've seen Jesuit a few times on other networks since, of course, tonight's game. I'm surprised with a returning all-district receiver that they don't throw it to him as much
I thought
as they
the same
should.
thing earlier, yeah. I thought the same thing earlier. And I tell you what, the quarterback throughout the ball game has thrown the ball
Yeah, he does a nice pass.
a little bit better as the game goes on.
2nd and 10. Sullivan again looks to his left. Now back to his right. He's going to run it. And we got him, Jeffrey Curtis.
Nice job right there.
Who else is that?
That's big boy, Julian.
Julian. There you
Yeah.
go.
Terrence, nice job. Y'all playing some team defense right there. Jeffrey picking up the crosser, running to it.
Two, though.
And then putting hands on that crosser and then getting to the football with the QB. And then Julian stepping up and making the hit as well. That was really good by Jeffrey, Kevin. He got deep in coverage and then saw the crosser, came up, put hands on him, and then came back to make the play.
Oh!
Jaden. Oh, that was close.
I thought Turner was going to step in front and pick 6 on that one,
Yep.
but just not enough.
Receiver's pleading his case like he caught it. The official says otherwise.
4th and 12.
It hit the turf. A tough one to
Maybe
catch.
a half a second. If Turner sees it quicker, he might.
Well,
catch and go.
here's the thing. When that kid gains confidence, he's going to be. He's
only a freshman.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, he's
going to be nasty.
5:42 to go. It's going to be 4th and 11. No, 4th and about.
And look, I'm not saying he doesn't have confidence. He's got some confidence as a freshman.
Some experience. How that?
Yes, that's an even better word. When he gains some experience and he's able to kind of let it all hang out and trust himself a little bit more, he's going to be a really
go deep
good
over the middle.
Woo.
Got it. Down, complete.
Big hit.
Jeffrey Curtis laid a lumber in incomplete pass.
Kid's down.
And the Blue Jays will turnover and downs.
Nice hit right there. Yeah, he didn't go high. It wasn't a helmet to helmet or anything. Jeffrey did a good job of flying in there.
Not the dominant element.
Making a big collision and knocking that ball loose. Actually, Kevin, I think he probably put his head right on the ball, and that's what jarred it loose. So a good job of Craig Connor being there. Jeffrey with the big old hit. But unfortunately, the kid's still down, Kevin. So
yeah. Well, that was a good football play.
Yep. Good collision right there. Good job of them recognizing the ball in the air. Quarterback threw a pretty darn good ball, Kevin. Putting it right on him. It's just that's going to be a tough catch to make in traffic. But a pretty good throw by the QB. But great job right there by the defense once again. First down for the Patriots.
Looks like we may have Luke Martinez coming in at quarterback, getting some warm-up snaps with Gonsolin.
Yep, and he hops on up. Might have got the wind knocked out of him or something. Hops on up. 2 jogs off the field. That is Jair Burks.
So with 5:33 to go in the ball game, the Blue Jays turn it over on downs. The Patriots get it at the plus 38-yard line. And we'll have a new quarterback. Martinez comes in, number 17.
If any of y'all are listening out there, we play. I think we play at school tomorrow against Jesuit in a JV game. Let me know what time that is so we can let the listeners know.
We go power sweep near side Martinez with the handoff, and he's going to get it to the 34. Gain of 4.
Good job again, Caden Batard getting downfield, trying to pick up a big block and kind of staying after those guys. Like to see those offensive linemen and tight ends getting downfield, second, third level, making some big blocks.
Little power play is that Roboski with the handoff. And he's going to get it to the 30, so just shy of the first down.
Thank you, Chris. Chris Costanza said 10 a.m. tomorrow for the JV against Jesuit. I'm just clarifying, making sure if it's at the high school or, it's their home week this week. They're playing here, but they are the home team. And just making sure if it's there or here. Yeah, actually, I think it has to be at the high school because John Ryan, I don't think you could play anything more than an 8th grade game. It's only like a 70-yard field. So, yeah, it's at the high school tomorrow at 10 a.m. if you could come check it out.
2 tight split to the left. We'll go to the right. Looks like Leday had it.
Yeah, it looked like Luke tried to pull it out.
Yep.
We might have clamped on it. A lot of times that happens after contact. They kind of clamp on it and not quite sure. Luke tried to pull it out. I tell you, I want to see Luke with the ball in his hands. He can run. I want to see him kind of out in the open field running with that speed and make something happen.
3:43 and counting. 4th and 2. Let's go for it here. Trying to milk it as much as possible. And some backup running backs in there as well.
Yeah, get these guys some opportunity to carry the ball, put it in this second-string quarterback's hands.
Williams and Ladea, the halfbacks, two tight, split to left, and I believe that's number 6 at the receiver. Split out near side. And did we call timeout?
Timeout us. Yep.
So with 3:20 to go in the ball game, timeout charge to the Patriots.
Let the play clock run down a little bit, eating some more time off the clock. Talk about that fourth down opportunity and what we need to do offensively to make it happen. Kevin, anything popping off soon? What do we have going on here in the future besides a big game next week? Pink game?
Well, Pink game Thursday night.
Pink game Thursday night. We got our FCA night Tuesday.
Yep, and we also have senior night. So the senior football players, cheerleaders, dance line, flag line, or color guard, and band will be announced at pregame.
Cool.
That's next Friday.
Here at the Shrine?
Here at the Shrine when the Patriots take on Carr. Do you have any more 8th grade games next week?
So we have, I believe 8th grade has one more game against Shaw.
Okay.
Couldn't tell you which day, sorry. So stay tuned. I'm not 100% sure what day we play, but that'll be our last game of the season. We played them already. Coach Hank was out there, played them already.
Nice.
Played them really well, beat them pretty good. So hopefully this week's no different. 6th grade is over with. They beat Holy Cross's 7th grade yesterday. Pretty good, and hopefully we're going to get one more scrimmage out of them maybe, but it's been a good run for the lower school program.
Quarterback keeper, Martinez.
There he is. Get your head up.
Has it, and he's going to
he can run.
Score.
Attaboy, Luke. There it is.
Pulled it.
I tell you, boy, he's
ran it
quick,
from
man.
30 yards.
He's quick. Nice job right there. And what else did I want to say? You know, it's great. Madden's little 7th, 8th grade team. And I'm not going to jinx them, Kevin. I don't want to do that.
All right, don't do that.
But they're undefeated. Like, I've never seen them get beat.
Nice.
Ever. Like, from 3rd grade, on. So, hopefully keep that going. And it's a really good group. I really like a lot of the lower school groups and the junior high groups. They're going to be something to reckon with. Got to all stay together and play together and keep it going.
Lookingbill to kick the PAT this time.
Yeah, and again, tomorrow at 10 a.m. at the high school, we're playing Jesuit for JV.
Good.
And also want to give a shout out. Thank you, Miss Trish, for reminding me. We started a 12U Patriots. This has nothing to do with school, so it's just a coincidence, I'll call it. But
all right.
Not really, if you know what I mean. Our little 6th grade team started the travel baseball team this year called the Patriots.
Nice.
NOLA Patriots 12U. So a shout out to those 6th graders that joined up. We're playing in a one-day tournament on Sunday at Carrollton. Hopefully it doesn't rain on us. But, yeah, I'm excited about that little group being together and keeping it going. And, of course, I got to give a reminder to the viewers of the Cast Iron Cook-Off coming up in
on the 8th.
On the 8th. That's November 8th at the camp, 2317 Hickory Avenue. All you can eat, $20 in advance, $25 at the gate, $10 for kids, 7 to 12, free for 6 and under. The Patriot Nation Men's Club Cast Iron Cook-Off, sponsored by Venture Global. So entertainment provided by the Water Meters. The camp, 2317 Hickory Avenue, November 8th, 12 to 3 p.m. Always a great event. Eric Davis, appreciate that. And let's keep it going.
Danny, that was a 5-play drive going 38 yards in distance, taking 2:23 off the clock. Martinez with a 30-yard touchdown run. Lookingbill missed the PAT. So with 3:10 to go in the ball game, it's the Patriots 37, the Blue Jays 10.
I got a shout out from Garrett Weibel. He said, see you tomorrow night with your father-in-law's event. GW Events is celebrating the Gator. So
nice.
Garrett's getting big time on us. He's got his own little event production company, and he'll be at the house putting on the production. So I appreciate that, my brother.
Blue Jays tried to call fair catch, and they fumbled it, but they recovered it. And we'll take over with 3:06 to go at the 19-yard line. Looks like Carr is pulling away from Easton, 56-12. 4th grade has a game against St. Charles, it looks like. Coming up.
Yep.
Vandeweghe, the new quarterback. He'll give it to number 30. That's a new running back they got in the game. That's going to be
big kid. Yeah, might see a couple of these guys on the JV
Pruitt
tomorrow. I'll tell you what I really like, Jesuits. Let me see what Pruitt is, what age he is. They had a really good, they had a really good 8th grade running back last year that we played against. He was a big physical kid, ran really, really hard. Liked him a lot, so we'd probably see them tomorrow for JV. But Jesuits always been a good opponent, Kevin. They're smart, they're physical up front, they play really hard, and just not their night tonight, but always a fun game.
Yeah, Pruitt.
There you go, Jax.
Yeah, Jax fallback.
Is that Jax already out there? Hold on a second.
45.
Already? Because I didn't give him a shot. No, that's Cabrin
White. I'm sorry, yeah. He was one. His number was going to be 45.
A lot alike. They look a lot alike.
Yeah.
I was about to say Jax is the one that I messed up last week with his surgery that he had on his hand.
Right.
Then I was
25.
We should know that. What Jax, and then but I didn't realize that he got hurt, so I wasn't sure.
156 and counting.
Linebacker number
3rd and about 8.
Logan Houston in the game also.
If anybody's going to roll to his level, looks like a quarterback keeper all the way.
Nice job, linebacker.
Maybe a yard.
Nice job. And outside as well. Who is that? Let me see. That is number 27, it looks like. That's Britton Martin. Good job by him out there at corner, coming up in support.
Yep, 4th and 8 with 126 and counting.
Jordan Pate in the game. You got number 5, Kane Navarre in the game. Okay, Kane. Good to see him out there. Got number 32, Bo Curtis in the game.
There you go.
Number 48. That's boy Kendall Joseph. Good to see these young cats in the game. I'm trying to call all their names, parents. Bear with us, Kevin. We got number 90, number 72.
90's Perkins, 72 is going to be Lewis.
Eden Morrell in the game. Let's see what the other end is.
There's the 4th down play. Give it to
Step up.
And needs to be well short of the first
down.
down.
He's close. He's close, Cal.
Probably maybe a yard. That's 4th down.
Gordon, where's it at?
They may not run another play. They don't have to. 32 seconds. Play clock's at 37.
Yeah.
You guys stay with
close.
us. We'll have a post-game wrap-up, and then we'll set up next week's broadcast in game against Carr.
Johnny's down there arguing the spot. I don't know. I'm not sure. They still have 4th down on there. Anyway, who knows?
That's 4th and 1.
They stopped the clock. 14 seconds.
Let them play.
Yep. It's just no down. Let's just make a. Come on. Let's play one more. Let's go. Who cares? Let's go.
10 seconds. They may not even snap it. Oh, now they will because Jesuit calls timeout with 9 seconds.
Oh, okay.
All right, so let's do this. We picked it. We forgot to mention it in the post game. So to smoke that hit of the game, I'll say hits, and this is what I'll nominate, and you say if you agree or not. So let's go with Hernandez's field goal to walk off the. And I'm going to say Jeffrey Curtis here in that 4th down play to break it up, to stop. We'll go with a combination of Hernandez and Curtis.
That was a good hit. Yep. Yeah, and then usually we're talking about big hits on kickoff or defense or a big tackle. How about it hit your foot real hard and you kicked it through the uprights, and that's good too.
Okay.
And then Jeffrey making a big old smoke that hit of the game. I'm good with it.
All right, so there you go. This week smoked that hit of the game.
Oh, shoot, Kel's trying to put a wrinkle in us, Kevin.
What's that?
He went with the onside kick.
We thought about it, but
thought about it.
I know
that
was good.
Was that the same kid that kicked the field goal?
Yeah.
Oh well, then.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't double down on us, Kel. Come on, bro. You getting too expensive for Juan. And Bubbalicious, this guy trying to each out of house and home.
4th down play is incomplete, and that's the ball game. So the John Curtis Patriots will defeat the Jesuit Blue Jays by score 37-10. You guys hang tight. We'll have a post-game recap set up next week and tell you what's going on.
Appreciate the opportunity to be back up here again with you guys. And I want to say thank you to our premier post-game sponsor. That is Bengal Pro Exterminators. When pests invade, you need more than a quick fix. You need Bengal Pro Exterminators, a locally owned and operated company trusted to protect families, businesses, and entire communities with proven results. Whether it's roaches, rodents, mosquitoes, or more, Bengal Pro has you covered. Don't wait until the problem gets worse. Call today for a free inspection. 833-GO-BENGAL or visit bengalpro.com. Rodney Beloso and Bengal Pro Exterminators, we appreciate your support of the Patriots.
Here's your score and recap. Good defensive play in the first quarter, no score. That's how the first quarter ended, but with 10 minutes to go in the half, Cabo for Jesuit nailed a 39-yard field goal, putting the Blue Jays up 3-0, and that would be the only lead they would have all night. With 7:25 to go in the half, Paget hit Dufresne on a 58-yard pitch and catch. Hernandez added a PAT, and that put the Patriots up 7-3, and it was all Patriots from there. With 36 seconds to go in the half, Roboski hit a 14-yard touchdown run. Hernandez added a PAT, and that put the Patriots up 14-3. Then the Patriots got an interception. And got great field possession, 2 plays. Little pitch and catch to Dufresne, got out of bounds, got a little closer. Hernandez, which was our first nomination, and we're going to pick as our smoke that hit of the game, nailed a 38-yard field goal to walk it off at halftime and put the Patriots up 17-3, and that was from 38 yards from Hernandez. With 2:37 to go in the third, Paget hit Horton on an 87-yard touchdown pass. Hernandez added a PAT, and that made the score 24-3 Patriots. Then Jesuit got on the board with 2 seconds to go in the third. Cerruti with a 5-yard touchdown run. Cabo hit the PAT, and that closed the gap 24-10. In the fourth quarter was all Patriots. 7:08 to go in the game. Williams had a 3-yard touchdown run. Hernandez added another PAT, making the score 31-10. And with 3:10 to go, Martinez, who was just trying to run the clock out, but he broke a couple tackles on a fourth down play. Was a 30-yard run in distance. Lookenbill came in to kick a PAT. He missed it, made the score 37-10, and that's how the game ended. Our second nomination, and we're going to go with 2 smoked at hits of the game. Jeffrey Curtis on that fourth down play on the hit on Burks to break up the pass and turn the ball over and down. So congratulations to Hernandez and Curtis on getting the smoked at hits of the game. Your thoughts?
Congratulations. It was a great team win, Kevin. Excited about the opportunity for another W in the Catholic League and making it happen. And, I think we started off, a little slow, but we did what we needed to do to secure victory. And when you finish 37-10 against a pretty good ball club, you can't argue with that. So a great job of continuing to play hard, showed a lot of tenacity and character throughout the ball game. And it was a good victory for the Patriots. So congratulations to them. Kevin, I did want to say,
yep, do it.
Congratulations to the 5th grade girls volleyball. They actually won the championship.
Hey!
So Finley and Swayze and Camille and all the girls and
congrats, ladies.
Annie and everybody. Sorry, I don't know a lot of the girls' names, but congratulations to the 5th grade Curtis Blue volleyball team for winning the city championship. So love you girls and looking forward to watching y'all in the future. But yeah, it's exciting, Kevin, to be undefeated. Carr undefeated. Big matchup next week. So if your blood can't get pumping for something like that, you're just not alive. You shouldn't be playing football. So it's time to be under the big lights and show the big show. So, but I will say this too, for the kids. The game is not bigger than you, and the game is not bigger than the team.
Right.
You don't have to go out there and try to make every single play. You don't have to go out there and try to make something happen out of nothing. Do what your coaches coach you to do, and you're going to be successful. Do that every single play, and do it more often than not. 99% of the time, you're going to be successful, and you're going to be making plays, and we have the players to make the plays. So don't worry about it. Don't make the game bigger than what it is. It's just another game. But go out there and make your plays that the coaches coach you to do.
Yep. Well, no trophies will be handed off next week.
Right.
Whether you win or lose. So, but, we want to handle business.
It's going to be a fun one.
I've told some people. People asked me what my thoughts were because, look, don't get me wrong. Carr is very good. I've seen him. Skilled athletes all over the place. But if you remember 2 years ago, a lot of our guys that's on defense that are seniors, they were sophomores. And we weren't as good on defense. I think we're better on defense this year than 2 years ago. Now, I know it's 2 years ago. It's 2 different teams. And that was the night that Coach JT broke the national record on wins, and we thumped them 41-7 on the West Bank. We're a better ball club than that. I'm going to like our effort. I know we're going to be ready. I know they're going to be ready. Do not be surprised when the Patriots win next week. I know a lot of people are crowning them right now, Carr. And, look, they're good. I'm not discounting them by any means, but who knows? We'll see.
Yep.
And, look, and win or lose, it doesn't matter. No trophies being handed over next week. And if we're not successful, we'll regroup, get St. Aug the following week, get ready for playoffs, and we'll make a run to the Dome. We'll catch them in the Dome.
100%. Looking forward to it.
Any final thoughts before we get out of here?
Bailey, you got anything to say? No, he said he's good to go. No,
He's
but
good.
just excited about next
Yep.
week. Good victory tonight.
Yep.
And let's keep it going.
Well, I won't have you next week. You're going to be with family next week, so sorry to hear that. But I'll have my teammate, Billy Duncan, who's been on the broadcast with us in the past. We appreciate Billy for filling in for Danny. You be safe and enjoy your family time next week. The Patriots, John Curtis Christian Patriots 37, the Jesuit Blue Jays 10. Until next week when the Patriots take on the Car Cougars right here at the Shrine, 7 o'clock kickoff, 6:45 pregame. Until then, go Big Blue.
God bless.